Good morning. Play some Map Out Battles. It's been patched to version 1.06. Not a massive amount of patch notes. I'll have a quick look through them. I forgot to do this last time. Neutral items. Pandemonium has added more star tiles. That's going to be nice. False Life has increased the cooldown by 0.5 seconds. Holy Spear has decreased cooldown. Ranger, Piercing Arrow, Lucky Chance has been decreased. Snowmaster has been decreased. Ooh, that could be quite good. Hyper Hedgehog, Spikes and Empower have both been increased as well. We've never actually played with a Hyper Hedgehog, I don't think. Reaper. Mrs. Struggles, cooldown's been increased by 4.3 to 4.7. That's probably a good thing. Poison Frog, decreased. Staff of Unhealing mana cost has been decreased. I do want to play a crazy Staff of Unhealing fatigue build with a Reaper at some point. Pyromancer, Burning Blade, damage has received, what, -2 damage? Is that what that means? -2? Chili Pepper has been decreased in cooldown. Heal on Chili Goober has been increased, that's a good thing. Wolf Emblem has been decreased. Duffel Bag, trigger speed. Ooh, can't remember what the Duffel Bag does, to be fair. Maximum health has been increased by 5 for the Elephant Rune. Extra Agony, that's a skill. Duration is increased by 70% to 100%. I believe that means when you come out of Battle Rage, after like 4 seconds, you then re-enter it. And it used to be 70%, it's now 100%. That's crazy. That's a huge buff. Mage has had crazy amount of increases and decreases. So Cupcake's been decreased in cooldown. Cupcake Goobert heal has been increased. Cupcake's staff cooldown has been decreased by 0.1 second. That's a huge buff. I don't think I've ever seen Nature Chronicles. Oh, unless that's the book that gives you uses rejuvenation and gives you luck or something. Luck and spikes, maybe. I can't really remember, to be fair. But a massive cooldown reduction. Encyclopedia, I guess. Darkness, self damage 13 to 11. Oh, that's the one that damages you and gives them blind, I think. And increases cooldown by 10%, possibly. I can't really remember. Scripture of Light, heal has been increased. Lanternberry cooldown has been decreased by 0.5. That's pretty big. Devouring Sphere, cooldown decreased. Dare Floaters, cooldown decreased. These are all huge buffs. Cold Mirror, buffs has been decreased by 35% to 30%. I don't know if that is a chance for your buffs to not be stripped, or if after a certain amount of seconds you gain up to 20 of your buffs. I can't remember. Spirit Bells, I don't think we've played with them. 35 to 30%. Puzzle Box speed bonus has been increased by 5%. Ultima Ascension, speed per spell has increased. White Knight, oh, so chess. So White Knight, I guess when it gets taken or when it takes, has increased 0.5 stamina. Black Knight, stamina removal has increased. White Bishop, heal amplification has been increased. Black Bishop, White Rook, and Black Rook have all been increased as well by 0.5%. Adventurer, this is what we really want to be reading, seeing as all we're doing is playing the Adventurer. Mercury Elemental, block has been increased by 35% to 40%. I believe that is when melee hit you gain block value of 35% of the damage dealt. It's been increased by to 40%. The Turtle has its increase in cooldown by 0.5%. That's a nerf. Jinx Staff, we never want to go with Jinx Staff. It's huge. Speed bonus has been increased by from 7% to 8%, and it's got +2 damage. Scissor Swords, we've never really played with Scissor Swords. They've had their damage increased by +1 to +2, min-max. Hero Shield, damage block's been increased, and the Daggerang Steel chance of a buff has been increased by from 50% to 70%. So Daggerang's pretty good now. It always was, but yeah. The sound seems alright. Every time it patches, the sound values go all over the place, but I think the sound's okay. If it's too loud, I'll have to fiddle around with it. Rin Diamond, we're almost halfway through. Bag of Giving Adventure. Bag of Giving, Add 6 backpack slots. Items of all classes are offered in the shop, but we don't really care about that because when we enter the shop, we spend all our gold to generate random items, and when a class item inside activates, we gain 0.1 maximum stamina. Let's jump in. First game of the day. Could be a loss. We'll see how we go. I guess we get the twine and we get the bow. They're both on sale. I would like the max health, but we have no mana. So I think we roll into more things. We want the buffs. We want the shell for Shally. And I think we're going to roll once more. I think. Requiring a phone number to chat here was kind of a PITA. Oh, pain in the ass, but hello. How's it going, Mischief? We have that so we don't get loads of bots. We get the occasional bot, but it does mean that, yeah, we don't get as many bots kicking around. We'll grab the bag space. I think we ignore all this, and I think I like spinning these two around right at the start. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Although, how many green things have we got? 2? I guess we spin them back round. Move the bow across. We put you like that. Send it. See how we get on. We're in the grind to get to Master, and then obviously whatever comes after, which I think is Grandmaster. I did have a Google of the ranks in this game, and apparently after Grandmaster you can get Grandma rank. I don't know if that's true or not. We lost to this because they've got blueberries, they've got max heal, they've got a heal, and they've got 2 weapons. It's fine to lose the first couple of games. That's hilarious. 1% chance to get an epic, and we got a Hungering Blade on turn 2. So we sell the bow, we grab the Hungering Blade. What else we got? I'm at the Wild. Trigger the pet and gain 4 spikes. Return damage limit of spikes against melee and range increased by 50%. We may as well put this in. We have no pets, but it works. I think 8% chance to inflict a poison in the Hungry Blade is kind of good. And we can bang this in the backpack. After 4.5 seconds we inflict 2 frost. Or we can sell this and grab a banana. I think I'm going to sell that and grab a banana. You can get Grandma rank after hitting 100 ranking in Grandmaster. I mean, eventually that's what we're going to probably try and aim for. It's for the for fun ranking. Interesting. I'm also not entirely certain. We want to move all these up one. If so if we were to get the Grandma rank, I guess the only players that we go against are also Grandma rank, right? We want Shally at the back. So you want to go there, you want to go there. I call this Shally, it's not Shally, it's a Shining Shell. This is now giving it, oh, we need that there. So we have a 80% chance to gain 2 max health every time this fires every 1.6 seconds. Send it. But yeah, I guess if we get into the Grandma rank, we're only going against other snapshots of players who are also in the Grandma rank, I think. Similar like now, if we're in Master, I'm guessing we only go against other players who are also in Master. It looks like we've lost this one as well. I'm hoping the banana can keep us steady. Because it's not meant to be ranked up further. Oh, so I guess after we hit Grandmaster, this kind of was completed. It's an async matchup. Yeah. But I guess I was thinking that for every rank you're in, if you're in Bronze, you're only going to go against other builds that have been snapshotted in Bronze. Same with Silver, same with Gold. I would like to hope anyway that if we're in Gold, we're not finding people in Bronze or Master and stuff, but I don't really know how it works. We've got a Mana Orb really on. That's interesting. We can go Mana Thirst in turn 3. 2 torches. We don't want these, so we're going to sell both of these. And we've got a puzzle box. Sorry, a puzzle bag of improvement. Items inside get a 20% chance to duplicate buffs they gain. We also have 6 gold, so we can pick up a skill. We do want this in the bag. I wonder. I think we put you here. I would also like... I would like a lot of things in this bag. Like that. We also want the Mana Orb hitting. Do we want Mana Thirst? Mana Thirst. Gain 2 mana on hit after we gain 30 mana. Or, sorry, every 30 mana we gain, we deal 10 damage with 100% lifesteal. Plus 1 damage for each Vampirism. I think we probably do go Mana Thirst. Although I do think the Bloodthorn and the Frostbite are both better. But, or we can go Mana Mastery and keep the Mana Orb. Which most likely has to do with matching you against players at the same win rate as you, but it weighs it. Oh, okay. So I guess if someone's got a crazy strong build in like Silver, and they've won every game, we might actually go against them in like Master or something. It weighs it. Not sure if you want Mana Thirst right now. Hungry is good. One is making regen for it. Of course, yeah. I actually think we go Mana Mastery. And we lock the Mana Orb. We'll move this around probably to here in a second. He wants to hit both of those things, so I guess we put it here. I would like this to touch more food, but I think that's okay. We can move you down one. We can put the amulet there. That now gives this, again, an 80% chance to proc. I kind of like the Goob. I kind of like the Fanny Pack. And I think we send it. I think we're looking pretty good here, though. Yeah, I think that's fine. We send this. Mana Mastery is so good. This is one of my favourite skills early on to get. Just because Mana Orbs give, what, 40-something buffs? Yeah, 40 random buffs. It's insane. Oh, thank you for the follow, Mischief. I appreciate that. We do Smash Backpack battles 6 days a week, pretty much. So if you do like backpack battles, yeah. We did gain 28 mana, so we were pretty close to activating this at 35. Yeah, kind of happy with that. They had some goobs. I saw that late. This is really good. We could turn that into the mana one. Luck and mana as opposed to luck and regen. Regen is also really good because this is consuming regen to make Vampirism. Either way, these are both very good items. I'm under the impression as well, this could be a bug, I could be doing this wrong, but if we were to make this, say, the red orchid collar, it doesn't actually consume either of these items, it just changes this into a new item. This has, oh yeah, it's got ticks because we have both items. So I think if we were to do that and turn this into a blue sage collar, I'm pretty sure we keep the mana orb and we keep, well, we get the blue sage collar, but we keep the mana orb. I don't want to risk it right now, so we're not going to do it right now. Do you gain mana? We don't gain mana. Can we put this somewhere better? I mean, that works for now. And we've gained Misfortune, which is every 2.1 seconds. We use one luck to gain 3 buffs of the type of which we have the most, which is going to be mana. This is a good bag of given roll. This is a really good bag of given roll. Now, oh no, you're just a dark item, so that's fine as it is. I'd also like that as well. White collar activates off any item, not just weapons like the other one. Yeah, the question though is, because I did this yesterday, I made a red orchid collar yesterday, and we kept both the blood amulet and the new collar. I was expecting these to obviously combine, where we'd lose the mana orb because it's going to turn into the new collar, but we kept both items, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. I think everything's fine here. I could move the garlic. No, I can't move the garlic. Yeah, no, that's fine, I think. Ideally, I think it'll be better down here. And we move the banana. I'm fine like that right now. Let's send it. We've kept these 3 on reserve. I think that's fine. You keep them. Ah, okay, yeah. So when these merge, the collars, we keep both the items. I'll look at that again in a second. Actually, I can look at it now, can't I? But each luck to get... Oh, yeah, okay. So we don't actually gain more luck, and I'd like to keep the luck generation going. Easy win. We didn't have as much mana that time. Oh, no, we used the mana. We hit 35. I must have missed that. I looked away for 1 second. Oh, yeah, we gained 35. That's fine. It's wild. They keep raising the price of Acorn Collar to balance it. Acorn Collar's a really strong item, though, as well. Again, having a few of them is kind of crazy. I think we keep the Twine. I don't think we keep the Tusk. This is a really good rune, in my opinion, for the backpack. Every 2.4 seconds inflict a blind. I think that's so strong. In a weapon, we have a 12% critical hit chance and 15% critical damage. Also very strong. I've not been paying attention to how much poison we've been doing, but I kind of want the poison, and I think putting blind on people is very, very strong. Look at all those lovely buffs. Yeah, I mean, again, if we can get loads of mana orbs, this will be hilarious. Mage Hat, as nice as this is, I think this only plays in if we have the skill, I think it's a skill, that repeats the start of battle effects. Otherwise, this is too many bag slots to fit in, and we don't, yeah, I'm not keeping that. That's fine. We do have 5 gold, so I'm pretty sure here we're going to buy the fanny pack. And I think we're going to do double one like so. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm stupid, just do that. Fix, easy. I can make a bunch of mana. Very true, but again, it's 4 bag slots so early on, it's kind of crazy. I would like to keep this locked, because this has just been buffed? Or did the Lantern Berry just get nerfed? I'm pretty sure it got nerfed actually, didn't it? Lantern Berry, cooldown from 3 seconds to 2.5. It did just get buffed. So yeah, instead of every 3 seconds, it's now every 2.5 seconds. It uses 1 mana to cleanse 3 debuffs. And if we have no debuffs, we're gaining luck and rejuvenation, which plays again into basically everything we're currently doing with the luck and rejuvenation. So I would like to keep this on reserve. It's like a baby charismatic orb, but roughen your pack space. Yeah, especially early on when we don't have a lot of bag space. I do kind of like coals, because I do like the burning coals. But for now, I'm not sure if we need that or not. Lantern Berry got buffed, but not in the way it needs. I mean, a faster cooldown's nice to remove more debuffs. The extra... Oh, interesting. You're going to be scaling your poison dagger. Frostbite's a pain when we don't really have any debuff cleanse. We're about to gain a bunch of buffs though. Just kept us in. And our poison was garbage. But they do have a carrot. Yeah, okay. That's kind of a nice bag, so. Super spacious. Bags appear more often in the shop, have a 40% chance to be on sale. Items trigger 12% faster for each free slot. Oh. They didn't do that very well. They would have won if they had more free slots. Okay, this is interesting. And we also have Shelly to be made. We sell the gemstone. I do want to make Shelly. We still don't have a pet. I didn't even think about looking at that, so that's interesting. I don't think we need you anymore. We could also get rid of the twine. We're going to get rid of this twine. We're going to move you across one. We're going to make Shelly. Ginormous play. We're actually going to sell the twine as well, I think. We sell the twine. We sell the amulet. Ice flower. Weapon attacks have a 30% chance to use a mana to inflict free frost. And armor and shield activates 50% chance to gain 1 mana and 17 armor. If we had shields, we'd be using this. But I don't think we need this right now, so we're going to sell it. We will pick up the scroll. I would like the Jinx, but I don't really think we have anywhere to put you right now. Oh, Shelly would have been a pet. We should have kept the amulet. You're not wrong. That's a very good point. No, we don't get the Jinx right now. We're going to buy the scroll and we're going to roll for bag space. We're also going to get rid of the goob at this point. Bag space, buffs, and blueberries are all very nice. Items used for stamina. We use a mana to regenerate 1 stamina. We don't need this in the bag right now. Ice flower is great in Cairo and cold builds. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the ice flower, we've done cold builds early on in like bronze and silver, and that is insane. The amount of frost you can put on people is crazy. We are going to get the bag space. We don't need this bag in particular, but we will grab you. And I guess we need you. We need you. Did we sell the scroll? It was on alpha. It only cost us 3. It's not like we're gonna. I think we sell this and grab another wand. I think that's the play there. Yeah. Send it. Drop garlic, take wand. Ooh. I mean, we got the wand anyway. But yeah, we probably don't need garlic right now. The minor amount of armor is kind of nice, but not really at the same time. I think we should just flat out win this. Double rocks on the goob. The goob just isn't proccing quick enough. So even though these stones are going to get big, because we have the Hawk Rune, they have a 30% accuracy. So didn't do anywhere near as much damage as they needed to. Oh, they've also got stoned as well. Interesting. Smashed them though. The buffs on this is insane. Only banana stem right now can take blueberries. Very good point. Oh, we got another wand. Ooh, we got a lamp as well. And we've gained more poison. 80% chance to inflict 2 poison. We'll switch them out. We've also gained a rope and another wand. Holy moly. Shelly doesn't need to touch anything. I would like Shelly to be near the weapon and roped. Do we get rid of the twine? I'm thinking we do like something like this here. Shelly's not going to proc this, which is fine. It's not the end of the world that Shelly's not going to proc it. We could also remove. I mean, the bananas kind of. I do like bananas. Who likes bananas? I think we probably do want to keep in the twine at this point. It doesn't really activate off anything. I guess this is 4.3 seconds. It's going to trigger 2, 4, 6, 8, 100% quicker. So that's every 2.23 seconds. Every 3.3, 2.1. I guess Misfortune's probably better. And I'm kind of feeling like we sell the food. We need to flip the rope to haste Shelly. No, that's fine as it is, I think. Star item activates, which is the weapon. Diamond activates, triggers 10% faster for 6 seconds. Yeah, that's fine as it is. It's going to proc off the weapon, which is every 1.6 seconds. And that's now going to buff Shelly for 50% faster. Which does then mean we can sell the banana. I kind of want another buffer right here. Although, it's not going to be within the mana. So I think we flip you round to there. Can we get this as well? No, we're gold short. No, you're all good. Again, sometimes I completely miss things, so I do appreciate whenever anybody's like, hey, you just do this, or you want to put this here instead, because it just goes over my head. And I've said it before, I think everyone has this problem when they're playing this. Like, I'll be trying to fit something somewhere, and I just won't see like where to put it, but it's so easy. It's like, oh, you just flip this round one, you've got it in. Oh, I did not see that. Blueberries would be very, very nice. It does mean we ramp luck. This is giving us the buff that we have the most of, which means after we use our mana, we're probably then going to ramp luck. I think here we're going to sell this gem for 2. We're going to buy another buffer and put it here. And I guess we sell the garlic, so next turn we can afford something else. I would like to move the buffer back one, and then put blueberries right here. That is sort of the goal I had in mind, but we're a gold shy. And I don't think we have anything that we can sell, so that's fine. We could sell the twine, but it isn't activated for this, I guess. so I think that's okay. If we get another bag space, we'll put Shelly upwards, and then we can put another item in the corner, so this has another activator. Let's send it. And I was going to mention something about the... I can't remember now. Can't remember. Something from that last game. Heat build, spikes, shovel, and they've got a hungry blade. We need buff stripping potential, and we need debuff cleanse potential. That's what we need. This is always a tricky round. Broccoli is so slow. And I guess at this point in time, we probably don't need the broccoli, do we? Because this is giving us luck. Sorry, no, this is using luck. All 5 ones, 3 ones. All 5 of the ones are giving us luck, mana, and rejuvenation, which means we can probably drop the broccoli. You are not wrong. Snow stick, we don't need this, so we're going to sell it. Ripsaw blade could be a play instead of the hungry blade. And then we can transition this into a katana. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? We've also got a blue gem. I kind of want to save that blue gem for later. And we've gained some bag space, which is ideal. We're going to move you down. We're going to move Shelly up 1. Shelly's still getting the buff. We can now put something here for the other buff. I think that is probably the play. $8 to 10 damage, 1.5 stamina usage, and 1.8 cooldown. Ripsaw doesn't connect with your buff scaling. That is a good point. And we are gaining a lot of random buffs through the mana orb. Yeah, you know what? I don't think we do want Ripsaw Blade. I want to keep this in the bag somewhere though, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to sell that and then we're going to actually be able to afford a skill. We might actually have to sell that for 2 to now buy a skill. So Weapon Master just got buffed. Or the Mercury Element, sorry. It gains 40% of the damage dealt instead of 35% of the damage dealt. 1 stamina used, we inflict 2 poison to them and 2 poison to ourselves. This will probably get us killed. I do like Archaeologist, because this is going to steal buffs, and we do have an abundance of luck currently. I also really like Shieldmaster and Merchant. Bard, I've tried to play Bard a few times. It's not the worst. I think if we were going like a Frost build, I think this would be better, just because it can inflict Frost. Gaining 5 random buffs is also really good, and healing for 30 is also really good. Healing increased by 20% and 15% chance to duplicate buffs gained is also very good. The Merchant is normally, to be fair, normally I go with Shieldmaster. It's the easiest to fit in. It just works. It's the one that requires the least amount of thought process. Archaeologist would be nice, but we don't really have many nature items currently. In fact, I think we have 3. Yes, we only have 3. Well, whatever we do here, we're going to have to sell something unless we go Weapon Elemental. So I think we're going to sell this gem for 2. I wouldn't mind getting the Archaeologist, I really wouldn't. We could also... What else do we need for trigger? Mana Orb needs to trigger, and so does the White Collar. And so does Shelly. And the nature items, I mean, they're a bit all over the place. Technically, we only need to touch 2 nature items, just Shelly and the collar. Because we'd get rid of the broccoli. We can move you here now for Shelly. I mean, are we going to buy this and just dump it here and gain no extra luck on... We're going Archaeologist. or Fedora. This makes sense because we're going to use a luck to steal 2 buffs, which means we do have some buff stripping potential. I'm not too fussed about starting the game off with a bunch of luck because we are gaining loads of luck, so I don't think it's that important to have the stars. It is, however, important to have chance-based effects are 25% more likely to trigger, which means we cleanse more buffs, and this has a higher proc chance, which means we are gaining more luck and we are gaining more rejuvenation. So I think the Fedora just there is fine. We can strip out the broccoli as well and put, well, I guess we could like move one of these over here for the doubling of buffs. We could also move you here, so you have a chance to duplicate buffs, but then you don't have a higher activation chance from the Fedora. So I think that's okay. Once turn to making Empower once you have 10 stat. They do, yeah. Once we've got either 10 mana, once we've got 10 mana, 10 luck, and 10 rejuvenation, these then use one of whatever we have the most of to gain 1 Empower. They also, obviously, every 3.3 seconds give us one of those buffs. I thought it stopped giving you the buff and just gained Empower, but it does all of that. I thought it was like one or the other. Every 3.3 seconds you gain one of these 3 buffs, or you use one of the buffs to gain Empower, but it's not. He just does both, which is crazy. We've also got Gingerbread Man, which is start of battle, gain 40 maximum health, and every 3 seconds we use a luck, we use a heat and a mana, and we gain an Empower, 3 rejuvenation, and 20 max health, which I think is very nice. We've also got a Draconic Orb, which would also work very nicely with the Gingerbread Man, because when we hit 15 heat, next 3 hits are critical, but every 3.8 seconds we remove 1 spike from your opponent and we gain 1 heat, a spike removed, which is just going to buff the Gingerbread Man, basically. We want all these items, and we probably want the fanny pack as well. Here, though, the only thing I want to be doing is duplicating buffs, right? I mean, it's probably worth putting these in here, so they have a 20% chance to duplicate all of the 20 random buffs they produce. I don't know if this needs to be in the duplication bag. I mean, Mana Robes gain plus 20 random buffs, so it's got 40 buffs it can have a 20% chance to duplicate on. I don't know if that means that they both need to be in, because when this procs the Mana Robes gain plus 20 random buffs, if this is the thing that will duplicate the buffs as opposed to the Mana Orb, we can move the Mana Orb down 1, but it means our mana is going to be less. Oh, it's only hitting 3 things anyway. We can just turn you around. No, that's not how that works at all. We can also do... Oh, that's annoying. I would really like to put this wand in here, just so it has the same triggers. This loses 1 trigger though from mana, but I think that's okay. We do want to ramp mana as quick as possible, so this gives us loads of buffs, but I also really want this in the duplication bag. This has also lost 2 stars. It's got 3 stars missing now, but I think that is also okay. I think that's fine. I think we send it like that. Yep. This wand stuff is crazy. Yeah, wands in this game are crazy strong. Unless obviously we come across a build that just has insane buff removal. If that is the case, then obviously our buffs aren't that strong. We're a little bit slow on the mana gain now. There's the 35 buffs. I didn't see how many buffs that gave us. I'll have a look in the combat log. We should be able to see that, right? We used 35 mana and we gained quick maths. Like 45 buffs, was that? So we duplicated 5 buffs. 22, 26. We gained 36 buffs. That doesn't make any sense. I must have messed maths up. It's fine. We duplicated some buffs. That's fine. That's all we need to know. Quick, click it off. Okay, we gained a poison frog. This has recently got buffed as well. Oh, expand the tab out. Oh, I've already. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay on that. Apologies. I'll look next time that that happens. Poison frog. Items gain 10 buffs. We heal for 12. This could be nice. Items use 10 buffs. We inflict 2 poison and we gain a mana. So let's have a look. This uses 1 buff. This uses 1 buff. This can use 1 buff. I think this probably needs to touch the mana orb. Whoops. I think that wants to touch the mana orb, but then it doesn't really touch anything else except one other thing. It's probably actually better the way we had that. Because when we gain 10 buffs, it heals for 12. This is gaining 3 buffs, this is gaining 2 buffs. Although when... Ooh. This would heal for 48 when it triggers. Is that healing for 48 when it triggers better than this just slowly ticking up health every now and then? Do we want a big burst heal? Or do we want a slow trickle of heals? I think we want a slow trickle of heals. Are you a pet? You're an accessory. You're a pet. We've got an Armored Power Puppy. Every 2.8 seconds we randomly gain 1 luck, or 1 rejuvenation, or 1 empower. This also kind of fits with the build because that's exactly what we're gaining in terms of buffs. We have no armor to put the blue gemstone in, so we're going to sell it for 1. Oh, we're 1 gold short again. I want to put you here. Oh, better yet. How do we do that? I think, as crazy as this sounds, I think we do this. So, you're now hitting another thing that's giving buffs. We've switched off the wand from duplicating buffs, which is a bit of a pain, and in a fanny pack. Oh no, it was in a single bag. So we've switched off that from the left-hand side, but it also wasn't touching this, so I think that makes sense. We've moved the Hawk Rune across. I think, again, that makes sense. It could also live over there. And then you have a chance to duplicate a rejuvenation, I guess. This has also lost a thing it's hitting, though. Ooh. No, I think that's fine. I do think that's fine. We'll see what our mana generation is like this round. You're also probably need to be touching that, don't you? Because you're a pet. I'd like this to touch Shelly as well, but that's fine. And then we've got this guy. We don't really need this. I think we're going to sell the twine. We're also going to sell this. And then we're going to get blueberries and put them here. So that, again, is slight mana generating. And it's within Mana Mastery, which, again, means 20% faster for this to trigger. So I think that's okay. We don't need the rainbow badge. And I would like all these 3 things still. I think we need the Draconic Orb as well as the Gingerbread Man to maintain the heat generation. Otherwise, I think that's okay. Yeah. The only thing you're not hitting is a Mana Orb. But that's alright. We'll see how we get on with this. We want to have a look at how fast Shelly's triggering as well. Oh, a card build. We haven't seen one of them for a while. You've also got a Magic Staff, and you've got a Hungry Blade, and you're using Spicy Banana, which is crazy. Have we lost? We gained some heals. We are only just staying in there. Woo! Shelly's every 6.67 seconds. We should have lost that, to be honest. Is it activations you want to be looking at here? That is 32, 42, 49. That gave us 49 buffs, and it should give us 40. So this gains 9 extra buffs, being in the 20% chance to duplicate buffs they gain. That was super close a few times. Super close. I guess the toad. I feel like the toad saved us there a few times. It may have also been Shelly that saved us. I think it was actually Shelly that saved us. Either way. That's fine. Choose a skill. Don't really care about any of these. So, we don't want Sir Sand, I don't think. Although Sir Sand would be good. It does put blind on them. We are also putting blind on them. Not to mention it does also give us time to ramp our buff. So that is actually probably good for this build. We can put it up there. We can put Sir Sand up there. It doesn't need to touch anything. We've also gained a Bardana's Shade, which is nice because a 70% chance to inflict 2 poison and a random debuff is always nice. This bag is very unfortunate because we can't get both items in there. Kind of annoying. We don't need the rock. I don't think... Well, actually we could. We could put both of them in now. And that's going to give us a bit more poison gen. You know what? No, we're going to sell it all. Do we sell Sir Sand? Sells for 3. We could just get un-ID'd. Every 14 seconds we repeat a start of battle effect. I don't think we have any start of battle effects. No. Oh, we've got Sir Sand. I mean, is that good? You're gonna lie down. I appreciate you popping in, Mischief. Keep watching as you doze. Hails, yeah. Appreciate the lurk. We could get Echoing Battlecry, but I don't really care that much for it, so I don't think we are going to get that. Girl Power makes sense, because it's giving us more rejuvenation, and you are consuming rejuvenation, but I think we're going to go un-ID'd. That is giving us heavy drinking. That's not great. I'm not going to lie. Heavy drinking. Every 10 seconds we trigger the effect of a random potion, and potions trigger... Oh, sorry, this triggers 80% faster for each distinct potion. This could be nice with Shelly. Could be nice for Shelly. Does the Fedora have a start of battle effect? Oh, it does. Oh, I moused over that many times and didn't even see it. I was just reading the very top of it. We probably should have gone the start of battle effect now. Sir Sand, I don't know if we need this. Taking 25% less damage for the first 7 seconds. It does give us time to ramp. Inflicting 3 blind kind of also makes sense. I would like the Cat Spirit Companion here. I would also like to get the bow in. I think we sell the potion thing, we grab the fanny pack, put the fanny pack here. I think we grab the bow and put it here. It's also a nature item. We still have low stamina usage. We're using 1 stamina. Yeah, 1 stamina, and we have 1 stamina regen, so I think that's fine. Yeah, we are scaling. Reduced damage is good. Yeah, we probably should have gone with the... I didn't realise Fedora had a start battle effect. So that would have given us an additional bit of luck. But, hindsight, yeah. We'll keep these locked. I don't think we need Cat Spirit Companion. It would be nice, but it is a big. It is quite a lot of bag space. It would go here somewhere. It would actually just live just there perfectly, and then we can move the bow across. But for now, we'll do that. And then we may as well put that in the fanny pack so it's triggering quicker. Right, send it. Yeah, I also love this bow. The fact it puts on a random debuff as well is really nice. And they've got Critwood Staff and they've got a fancy fencing rapier. We're not going to have time to scale. Yep. Had we have had another Sursand, I don't think it would have mattered. Oh yeah, the Dragon Orb, we kind of want this for the Gingerbread Man. Just so this, if we can strip spikes, is going to give us a little bit of heat. And then we got another Shelly. And then the Gingerbread Man comes into play. And that's going to then just give us a crazy amount of rejuvenation, a little bit of max health, and also some more empower. I think that is kind of why we locked them both. You going here means we can get the cat in for 3. We sell the twine. I would like an additional Shelly. Sursand don't stack damage reduction. Yeah, if we have multiple though, they sort of they trigger one after the other, right? I think that's how that works. We've also got a regular Ruby with 15% lifesteal. Is lifesteal going to be better than inflicting 2 poison at this point? I think we'll try that for 1 turn. We can also dump you here for the 4 rejuvenation after 3.5 seconds. And then I think we are just going to bang Shelly in. Yeah, mate, I I appreciate the yeah. Time to sleep, my friend. Although this is very addictive. We have an extra bag space. So I think, I mean, it doesn't matter where we put this really. We could put it here. We have no other mana gen right now, so that's fine. Doesn't much matter where we put that. I would like all these things. Not the damage reduction. Oh! So, okay, so it's the first 7 seconds this gains the damage reduction, and then after this is done, then it starts to trigger the other Sursands, but only the blind. That makes more sense. Yeah, that makes more sense. The Reaper build that has the snow stick, they mass Sursands, and I always see them proccing. Falcon Blade. Lots of piggy banks. They are probably... Oh, they're not going to outscale our armor. They will be gaining a crazy amount of armor. Oh, what am I doing? I should have put you in the bow. Because we've gained 31 poison on them. If we would have lost that by a few damage, I would have been gutted. You've also got Dual Willed. Does that even work? Because this doesn't use stamina eventually. I mean, both the swords are lit up, so I guess it is working. I guess it only snapshots that at the start of the battle. Interesting. This had a 1 second cooldown. 0.8 second cooldown. But again, the accuracy on this was atrocious. 50%. Happy days. We got another Shelly. You could be somewhere better. Sursand can go in the blue bag now. Shelly can live up there. That's another nature item for the Fedora, I guess. You go in there immediately. Perfect. Another buffer. We need bag space to really utilize that. Ooh. Mage items are offered in the shop. Start a battle, we gain 5 mana, and items gain 30% chance to duplicate mana they gain. That is insane going right here. Or down 1, I guess. But that is going to be crazy. I think at this point we unreserve both of these items. Squirrel Archer's not the worst. It's every 3.2 seconds. It triggers 15% faster for each pet or food, and it steals a random buff. It also deals 2 to 3 damage, but we are scaling our Empower. So that is kind of doing damage. We don't need the stone. Start of the battle. This item triggers 100% faster for 1 second. This is really nice on Shelly. So we could do a little something like this. Like I given means you're already getting items from all the classes. Oh yeah, the item gain and like the rainbow item that unlocks all the items and stuff. Yeah, we that part of the description doesn't really matter because yeah, Bag of Giving we just get everything. Generates anything. So the only thing this is good for is the duplication of mana gain, and the fact that at the start of the battle we just start with 5 mana. Then this is going to ramp faster. The mana orb, that's going to proc much faster. That's why we kind of want this. Not to mention it's got, where would we put this? If we put it here, it would only hit 3 things. So it's only going to give 3 items a chance to duplicate their buffs. Unless we switch out the pet, because the pet doesn't actually need to be there. The pet would be better, like up touching both the Shellys. But it is touching 2 things, so it is triggering 30% faster currently. Oh, and food is 20% quicker, so that is actually probably better up there, down there, sorry, with the 30%. It would need to hit the squirrel and both the Shellys to get the same benefit. We also have a 1 to put in. I guess for now we just put the 1 there. And then we have nowhere to put the squirrel archer, and we're kind of, like, we need the gold. I want to put you in somewhere. We could get rid of Sir Sand, but I kind of want to keep Sir Sand. We do only have 2 bag spaces available to us. We either keep you for 1 turn or we sell you for the gold. I think we sell you for the gold. We could also buy the cat and put it here. And then we'd move the bow. Yeah. We put this here. We put the cat here. That's now giving crit chance to the weapon. We bring the bow across. That's now giving crit chance to both weapons. We put the amulet here on this Shelly. Seeing as this Shelly's already going to be triggering way faster because of the rope. We can now move the fanny pack down and put it here. And then that can go in there. Oh wait, no, we didn't want to do that. We want to put the fanny pack there instead. Like so. And then we can put you up there and put you here. But I would like the Hawk rune in. We sell that for 1. This inflicting blind is really good. Is it better to not have Shelly triggering quicker? I think for 1 turn it might be. I think that is probably the play. This could definitely be hitting more pets. 2.8 seconds, 2.1 seconds. I think that's okay. All the ones are being touched except for 1. So again, when we get a bit more bag space down here, we'll bang the wand in like this. But for now, it can duplicate on the side. You could also be hitting an additional item. Well, you could be hitting 2 additional items, to be fair. But I think that's also okay. And you're hitting a bunch of things. Shelly doesn't really count because Shelly's so slow, so this could be triggering more things as well. But I think that's alright. I still think the magic badge would be really good around here somewhere. But yeah, we'll send it. I don't think we want the gingerbread man anymore because we have no heat gain. This would give us heat gain, but not reliably. We'll reserve it for 1 more turn because it is a unique, or it's an accessory. Sorry, no, it is a unique. Yeah. All right. We could have sold the amulet as well, but I think we'll keep it for the time being. They've got a Shelly. They're also going to have a lot of healing and mana gain, and they've got 2 mana orbs. They've also got a hammer. We're not quite there for the 35 mana. We are about to hit it. There we go. We get a bunch of buffs. Loads of in power. What was the bow hitting? 42 to 49. 41 to 57. 7.59 on Shelly and 11.11 on Shelly. We want to do survival mode. Always survival mode. We've gained another. We don't like this badge because it's only. I thought this was after every 7 seconds we gain one of every type of buff, but it's not. It's only after 7 seconds you gain one of every buff done. Not very good. The stone we don't need. I mean, it is good because items of all classes are offered in the shop, but we have that, as we said, because of Bag of Giving. We just get everything. We don't need the impractically large greatsword, so we're going to sell that. We don't need a bow and arrow. We're going to sell that. Max health, spending 1 mana would be nice, but we do want bag space. Oh, couldn't we turn you into, like, a better frog? Oh no, you are the better frog. Okay. I would like to buy this and put it like here, because that's going to give 5 things a chance to duplicate mana, or even here again. Same thing. Wait, what? Do you duplicate mana? Oh, if it gives us a buff. Oh, which it will do, because we're going to have a load of mana. I think we buy this and we roll. I don't think we need the gingerbread man anymore. If we suddenly find an item that gives us mana, I'll be very annoyed. We could get crazy crit chance on the weapons. We could move that up one. We can't because our bags are pretty full. We can't move any other bags now. I think we obviously buy bag space. We dump it here. We spin that around. We put you like so. You do gain 5 mana. That's hitting 5 things. It's still, yeah, that's probably the best place for that. And then we can just put the book here. And then we can put you back there. You can switch with Sursand. So this bag is in the this book is in the bag that is giving us a 25% chance to refund the buffs used. It's only using 1 mana every 5 seconds, but that's okay. And Sursand is now in the blue bag, which has a 30% increase in the durations of effects. So those two are perfectly placed now. And then we got this item, which I guess we can put here on the Shelly again, and then the Hawk Rune can just live in the bag there. This is really good. And converting or combining this into boots is also really good, because we will go against the Reaper build that destroys us. So I think we do want to reserve this. I would also like to reserve the Acorn Collar for more crit chance. I just don't really know how we'd fit all that in. Unless we remove the bottom row, but I don't really want to do that. I guess we could take out the rope. Yeah, we could just sacrifice the rope for crit chance and then try and burst people down. Although we are not really doing that. Don't know if this is going to work. We could also... Oh, I was going to say we could just move Shelly out of the way, but obviously the rope needs to be on Shelly. Yeah, alright, we'll keep them reserved for now, and we'll keep our eyes peeled of where we can actually put that Acorn Collar to buff everything. Hammer stun build, this may be a loss. Again, we don't really have much debuff cleanse. Yeah, we are dead immediately. Crazy, how long was that? 6 seconds? Okay. Oh, we got Cubit. Item activate, 65% chance to gain 1 rejuvenation. Diamond activates, 65% chance to use a rejuvenation to gain an empower. This would be nice, but it's a bit of a big item to put in our current bags. So I don't think we're going to use it. This is where things get very complicated, because we do have 2 Shellys. So both the Shellys want to be in this bag. Annoying. We've also got a Lucky Pig. We don't need the Flame Whip. Although, it uses a spike to gain 4 heat and deal +8 damage. This could have been nice if we got the gingerbread man, but we didn't, so that's fine. I think we sell that, and we sell the lucky pig as well. Okay. The toad is healing us. And both the Shellys are healing us. This might be where we need to do a reorganization of bag space. Fedora buffs the cubit chance. Interesting. 25% more likely you could trigger on 65%. Ninja back to sleep. Thank you, Mischief. Yeah, I mean, I could buy this and I could reorganize bags, but I think that's going to take me a hell of a long time to do. I would also like to get this in. Can we do it like that? It means only one Shelly's getting the buff though. Unless we put it in here. This is okay. This is fine. This is fine. Put the Fedora back in, we put that back in, we put Shelly back in, we put you back in, and we put you here. Fedora's now in a fanny pack. I would have liked both the Shellys to be in a fanny pack, but they're not going to be in the fanny pack because they're going to be in the Puzzle Bag of Love. So they're now going to heal for 20% more, which I think is very beneficial. You've lost a nature item on this side, but I think that's okay. This was over here, to be fair. Ooh, or better yet. Can we not do something else here where we move everything right one? I would like a singular bag slot right there. Because if we move that across one, and move the bow across one, we could then get the acorn right here. I think we're going to buy the acorn. We're going to roll once for bag space. We're going to roll two. Ooh, that's pretty good as well. No, we're skipping it. There's some more bag space, but it's... Oh no, that does work. That's fine. Do we sell this for 3? Yep. Yep. That's what we do. And then we're going to dump you in that bag like that. This is a waste of the fanny pack slot, but that's fine. We can move you across one. We can't get the 4 slot in though, however. So... I mean... You need to go there in the bag space that we don't have. That's hilarious. Oh, we're missing a bag space at the top still, aren't we? Oh, you can go across one. Perfect, right? So you're still in the same bag. We've lost the bag that means we have a refund chance on buffs being used, but that's okay. We've put you in a fanny pack and moved you across a bit. We've moved the bow across. We've got the acorn collar, so now both of these weapons are going to have insane crit chance. You can also... Oh yeah, you don't give buffs, that's fine. Yeah, alright, that kind of all works out nicely. That didn't take me too long either. Some of this could be better positioned, like the toad could be better positioned, this guy could be better positioned with the Shellys and the other piece of broccoli. We can also get rid of this broccoli. Ooh, we've gained 2 of these potions. I mean, I'm going to keep them both reserved because we will run into that Reaper build and it will destroy me. And we don't have debuff cleanse currently, so these two will be really nice. The armor would also be really nice. I'm going to reserve all 3 of these. They've got a lot of debuff cleanse, they've got poison cleanse, and they're going to be hitting us quite hard if they gain lots of mana, which it looks like they are going to be gaining lots of mana. They just healed for 132 off Shelly, I think that was. Because they gained plus 45% something or other. What was our crit chance at the end there? 100%. 100%. Hitting critting 90s. They healed for some insane amount. Was it when Shelly procced? No, it's 58. Where'd they get a crazy heal? Like 6 seconds in, was it? Couldn't have been. No idea. Alright, I'm sure they healed for like 150 something. We don't need the Artifact Stone Heat. Again, it takes the mick a bit because this could have been really good if we had the Gingerbread Man. But that's fine. 4 slot bag, that's fine. We don't care about generating gemstones, so that we don't need to put uniques and skills in that. I don't really care for too much for that. Godly or unique. Yeah, we don't really care too much about that. We don't need the stone. We don't need the bow. We'll keep the gems for a second. Gain 3 random buffs when we consume a potion. 70% chance to repeat its effect after 2.2 seconds. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We could also move Shelly into a bag with a potion, so it triggers 15% faster. We also got a Cupcake. I think Cupcake's probably... Oh, look at this, just reserving everything. The start of battle gaining 3 random buffs is nice. We can also put it there, so it gains, or it has a chance to duplicate. We have nowhere to put these gems, so I think we sell all of them. Gaining 2 heat and cleansing 3 debuffs at the start of the fight isn't the worst thing in the world. And we can also make another one of them burning coal, so let's just do that for a second. Let's grab that potion and put it here. I would like the potion to be touched by both the Shellys. It's never going to happen. Because the Fedora's in the way. We could put it here. But I think... is triggering 100% faster for 1 second better or worse than triggering 15% faster for the whole fight? 15% faster for the whole fight is probably better, but we do also lose a singular look because of the broccoli. We'd have to put the broccoli over here somewhere. But now we'll do that. It's also in the potion amulet thing. 70% chance to repeat its effect after 2.5 seconds is also kind of crazy because it is removing 10 debuffs. Especially if we get the other one and bang it in there as well. That could be really nice. So we could have a chance to remove 40 debuffs. We're going to get rid of the armor now, and I think we probably keep the Cupcake for the time being. I think that's fine, we send it. Go, go, go. This is the build I was worried for. So we're going to put this on half speed, and I'm going to have some coffee during this fight. We've already removed the 10 debuffs they've put on us. Oh, they don't have a snow stick. We'll win this. We'll put it back up to 1 speed and I'll have some coffee. Even with the Mistruggles nerf. If this was a snow stick, I think we would have 100% lost. This potion saved us right at the start of the game as well. Because it immediately gets rid of 12 blind. And before it got rid of the 12 blind, although we only ever had 9 blind, so I don't know how that works, there's 12. We still had 100% accuracy because we still had 4 luck, which is crazy. So we didn't... it wasn't really required, to be fair. Don't need the mage hat, because this, again, is so awkward to place in the bag. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so glad there's a Control Z effect. What? I control Z a bit too hard there. That should be fine. We don't need you, we can sell you. We don't need the banana, we can sell you. A poison dagger is not the worst thing in the world. It's free. We've also got a fanny pack to put somewhere, so technically it is free. We could do this. So the mana orb boosts more mana. Time Dilator is really nice. Your and your opponent's weapons attack 30% slower, and every 1 second your item with the highest cooldown triggers 6% faster. This is good and bad, because this is just going to basically hit both the Shellys for the whole game and make Shelly trigger a bit quicker, which means all of our weapons are going to be 30% slower. Their weapons being 30% slower and my weapons being 30% slower means we can ramp. But this will only hit the Shellys. I wonder if that is the play here. We grab this. We can sell a coal. We'd have to sell both the coals and the dagger. And I also kind of want this potion. I'm not going to lie. Three rounds to survive. I think... Well, if we get the potion, we have to sell both the coals anyway. And that would then give us... I mean, we do start the game with 4 heat and we cleanse 6 debuffs currently. After 5 seconds, is cleansing an additional 4 debuffs better than having 4 heat? 2 burning coals is essentially a crap divine potion at this point, in my opinion. Although this does mean it has a 70% chance to repeat itself. I think we're going to sell both the coals. We're going to buy another potion. This now has a chance to trigger the potion above it without consuming it. Or sorry, it will trigger the potion above it without consuming it. So we could technically have a 50 debuff removal in 2 potions here because of this amulet. So I think that's kind of nice. Next turn, we'll hopefully be able to buy the Time Dilator. We'll see what we feel like in this next fight. They've got a stun build with loads of daggers. We're probably instantly dead. They're also buffing all their daggers with weapons, and they've got the brass knuckles, which is going to stun us. Yep. So I don't think the attack speed would have made a difference here. Well, actually it would have. We would have been stunned less often. And our Shellys would have been quicker than 8 seconds and 10 seconds. These would be more like 6 and 8 seconds, perhaps. So the Time Dilator probably would have won us the fight here. They have a skull badge. I love the skull badge. Yeah, alright. Time Dilator probably would have won that. Very interesting. And also, we're only using a Hungry Blade as well, which is crazy. We don't need an additional Hungry Blade, so we sell that. We've got nowhere to put the buckler, so we're going to sell that. Ice Armor would be very good, but we have no heat. I mean, we do eventually have heat because we are gaining random buffs through the Mana Orb. But we don't really have anywhere to put this, so I think we just sell it as well. We have a chance to strip buff, so I think we put that there. And we buy the Time Dilator over the Cupcake. Yep, that's what we're going to try and do. Now we need bag space, so we're going to roll once for bag space. I mean, we could switch out the broccoli with both the Time Dilator and some blueberries. I think that is the play. Or we could just buy bag space and not put it anywhere because we don't have bag space for it. We could put it up here as a 3 and then put the 2 down. We could switch around some stuff, but instead, I think we do as we planned. So this continues to gain the nature item, and the Time Dilator can go right there. Alright, I'd like all these things, so we're just going to lock everything for the last round. Or do we unlock everything? Using a mana to gain 1 rejuvenation heal for 12 is nice. We could put you here. No, we can't. You've only got 2 slots. We can't fit this in, so we don't need to reserve that. We'll reserve the 3 slot and reserve the Cupcake. We'll do that. Okay. Now let's see how good the Time Dilator is here. These are still attacking stupidly fast because it's a heat build, which means I am suffering, and they are not suffering. We dead? We dead. Shelly's are on a 6-second and a 6-second cooldown. I don't know if the time dilator saved us there or made us lose, because their weapons are extremely fast and ours are not. So if anything, I mean, if they would have gained a crazy amount of heat and a crazy amount of empowerment because they've got 2 charismatic ones, and they've also got false life, I think we would have lost this build regardless. Yeah. Time dilator or no time dilator, I don't think it would have mattered. We've got the broccoli back, but I don't think we want it, so we're going to sell it. We've got gloves, we don't need this, so we're going to sell them. We've got a couple of gems, I don't think we need that, I don't think we need that. We forgot to check how much lifesteal that was giving me from like 9 rounds ago. We don't need that, we sell that, and I don't think... Ooh, you could be fun. Where would we put you? Would have to buy the 3-slotter and would have to put it here, I think. And then I guess would have to do what? Would have to get rid of the amulet and the dagger. Or maybe put the dagger like this, and then the amulet could go there. So we'd have to get rid of either Sir Sand or the dagger. Probably not as good as the dagger. Let's get the 3-slotter there, the 2-slotter there, and put the cat there. Does that hit both the potions? It does not. Does there. Sir Sand, ooh, he's no longer in his bag of longer duration, but I think that's okay. You go there, and then we put this here. Poison dagger, 2 slots. We haven't got 2 slots. We only have 1. So we sell you for 6, and we buy a cupcake. Orc Rune can go top, cupcake can go here. That means you are now triggering 20% faster. Orc Rune's triggering a bit faster because it's in a fanny pack. I think that is okay as the final setup. Yeah. Everything is basically touching what it can touch. Oh, you don't get any benefit from Sir Sand really, so our mana gen's going to be a little bit slower than what it just was. I think that's okay, and we've got the 2 potions, you're hitting both the potions still. Alright, send it. Not the worst. Oh, they've got a time bomb, they've got a charismatic wand. It'll be interesting to see if they win based on this time bomb. Because I kind of feel like once you've used the time bomb, you're not going to be doing anywhere near as much damage because you... Oh, you just won it us. Alright, never mind. How much was that? 160 at the end? 179 damage on Happy Bomb. So the way I think Happy Bomb functions really is... If we had had a Happy Bomb, I think we would have won here because that's an absurd amount of buffs. Can we see how many buffs they had before it went off? Yeah. So I think with this... If this doesn't kill us in the 1 hit from all the buffs I've got, I then kind of feel like you're massively not ramped enough at that point in time. And because we have so many buffs, we would just win because you don't have enough buffs to like maintain. But that is an absurd amount of buffs, so I'm not surprised this killed us. They've also got a lot of self-healing, to be fair. Yeah, alright, that was a good fight. +9 rank, not the worst. I think we could have got +6 or +8 if we just accepted it, but I do like to do all of these survival games, to be fair. Okay, let's jump into another game. We always want the shell. I think that makes sense. It's on offer, and that is on offer as well. I think we go straight for a hero sword. And we can get another garlic. I think that's probably the play, and we send it. Nice and easy quick run, or quick start to the game. Bit of heat, 2 swords, and a whetstone. We probably lose this. I don't think our armor's going to neglect their damage. No. Or negate their damage, should I say. Pretty good first turn, or into the first turn. I would like to get that, absolutely, and that is also on sale. I'd like to get that as well. Okay. Lots and lots of bag space. We like bag space. You can probably... Whoops. You can probably go there. We probably want you there, and you can go here. We do gain a bit of luck. So actually, you probably want to go there instead, like so. We want this for 5 gold. Do we sell this for 3? Nah. I think bag space is more important. This is probably my favourite accessory in the entire game. 1.5 seconds, we inflict a random debuff, and that's just going to ramp. Unless I've got crazy debuff removal, this is probably going to win us most of the games. We'll send it, because I think we're good where we are, and I do want the booklet, and I do want the school badge. And we'll see what skill we get next turn. Just have some coffee during this fight. Is a hammer? We probably will lose to a hammer. It's a very strong early game. Yep. If we started with the school badge, we would have won. We could migrate from a hero sword into a pan. We also have an acorn collar. That's insane. Don't think we need the potion. I guess this can attack faster. It sells for 1, right? Yep. So we sell this gem instead for 1. That buys us false life. I think that makes the most sense. That's insane. It's also going to trigger better because we have a misfortune, and then we sell the pan for 2 and buy a buckler. I really want to buy this for 5 now, though. Do we wait 1 more turn for this? We're going to have to. That was a good turn again. Yeah, we send this. We need some healing, and do we want the blueberries? Let's reserve the blueberries. A bit of mana is always nice. This is obviously giving us mana, but a bit more extra mana is nice. They've got shielded, so their shield's going to be better than our shield. They're also gaining luck, so this is going to give them mana and rejuvenation. They've got spikes. We're going to probably lose to spikes. They have run into stamina issues, so I think we do take this. Not to mention we are slowly overhealing. Not by a massive amount, and now we're not overhealing. Very kind of close game. 1 big hit from us and we win. We would have lost that to fatigue, but because it was a draw we won, so that's fine by me. Oh my god, we got Mrs. Struggles as well. Crazy. We don't need the bow. We don't need the gem. We can probably also sell the goob. We are 1 gold off, so I think we're going to sell the goob. I think we also sell the gem here. No, we can sell a garlic. You want to go here. And now this is hitting 2 dark things. Crazy to have a Mrs. Struggles legendary chance 1% on round 4. That is bonkers. We sell the garlic. We grab you. We put you here. You're just an accessory, so you don't do anything. You can go anywhere, but we'll leave you in this bag because now we've got 2 uniques in it. So we're now going to generate chip gemstones. We keep the blueberries. We keep the bag. We send it. We should win every game now, early on, because any buffs they're going to gain, which is only a few, we are going to strip immediately. Well, not immediately, this is every 3.92 seconds, but we are going to strip all their buffs. We are also giving them lots of debuffs, which is going to make them slow, it's going to make them miss, and it's going to deal a little bit of damage. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty strong about this build already. A bow could be really nice, but I think we sell it. We've also gained a Blue Sage Collar. Weapon hits have a 5% chance for each luck to gain 3 mana. That's kind of crazy that we've already got both of these going on. So this weapon 1.4 second cooldown is way better than the bow at the 3 second cooldown. We are going to sell the bow. We also are going to sell the singular gemstone, and we're going to buy another fanny pack, which I would like to get both of the plushies in. I would kind of like to put both of these here. We'll buy the blueberries as well because we want the blueberries. Blueberries can probably go there. You can spin around. You don't need to touch anything, so you can just live up there. Do we want the sword to trigger faster to give us a chance to gain more mana? Or do we want these two getting... faster. I think we want them two to be faster. So I think we switch this bag with this bag, and then we put these two here. Like so. I think that was the play, right? Yeah, so these two are now going to trigger 20% faster. I think that's massive. You could also trigger faster, but we want you in the bag for chip gemstones. The booklet's fine where it is. The food's all touching too. That's fine. Sand's fine. You two are fine, and these two are both touching the weapon. Could not be happier. I think we're also going to reserve the armor, because I do think we want armor. Especially when we're a heavy debuff build. They've got a broccoli goo. They're gaining max life, and they're also gaining a lot of luck. They've also got an acorn collar on one of their bows, but not this bow. That's a weird place to put twine. We may lose this because they are going to start doing a lot of damage to us. And we currently don't really have a lot of healing, and we're not really inflicting a lot of blind. We need some big hits and some big heals. We just won that. Happy. You are very good. We can also make a... I don't think we want to make a goob anymore. I think my head was like, we turned the hero sword into a steel goob. We could also get a thorn whip. We could also get max health. We don't need the rock, we don't need the twine. Although twine would hit pretty hard. If we did that, maybe? Like that? I guess we put you in there for stun resistance. The thorn whip would be kind of good. We could make a steel goob with the thorn whip, and then eventually turn that into either bloodthorn or thornbloom. Thornbloom would go hard. I think that would be the play. We make steel goob. These two, I mean 4.7 seconds is crazy. We'd put misfortune and also skull badge to the side of the goob. We'd put the thorn whip on the other side of the goob. Because that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slaughter. So that could live just on top of the goob to get the damage plus and to activate it. What's it? A 2.1, that's fine. And then we can put anything on the bottom of the goob. Yeah, we're both of the... Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. We want these two. I think we unreserve the armor, and the max health is nice, so we keep the max health for now. Send it. We could have put this in the puzzle bag of love, because it's the only thing that's healing us. But it wants to be in this bag, so we get chip gemstones. I think the chip gemstones are probably more important, especially this early on, so I think we send this. And now we're looking for a banana potion, or a stamina potion, whatever you want to call it. You're getting a bunch of heal, and now you're not going to heal. Does this heal when they're above 80%? Oh, it's going to start to heal them because they're not going to be above the correct health, so it's healing them for 11. I think we win this because we've got 27 rejuvenation, and they have no heal, yeah. Happy days. Can we make what we want? Ooh, this is interesting. We are going to sell this bag for 3. We should keep it, but we're going to sell it. We are also then going to probably sell... I mean, that's really nice. Sells for 6. I think we sell both the chips. What do you need to turn to a potion? Oh, you don't even need to turn to a big boy potion. Because we just need the normal heroic crap potion. So we buy you to make Shelly. And we can put you here like so. Making something trigger 35% faster after 4 seconds is crazy strong. I would really like this to be gloved, and I would also really like the skull badge to be gloved. would hit 10% slower. Plus, this is never going to be able to hit. So we either sacrifice a bit of max life. How do we want to do this? We could just literally do this, so the broccoli fires faster and so does Mrs. Struggles. That would also be kind of okay. We could make our weapon trigger faster, which means we're going to gain more mana. Which then means blueberries are just going to pump luck. This bag doesn't need to be anywhere. This bag can technically be here. Nothing in this bag really needs to be exactly positioned where it is currently. So let's move that up, let's move that up. We could do like this. So the weapon is triggering 35% faster. That's giving us more time to gain luck, for each luck gain mana. That's then going to ramp loads of luck, which is increased accuracy. That means this is only going to produce rejuvenation pretty early on. That's going to strip buffs a lot quicker than it currently is. We're still gaining all the max health. Yeah, I think that's kind of okay at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, we send it. I'm happy with that. Are these legendary or epic? Godly. Damn. And because we've got some vampirism, it means this is actually giving us more of a heal. Which is going to give us more max health. So yeah, that is probably the better play. Lots of poison. They've got a Turbo Shelly, which is kind of worrying. We probably will lose to Turbo Shelly. We do have a lot of poison on us as well, and we don't have a Shelly currently to remove the poison. So we will lose that. Yeah, okay. That's alright. That's fine. I don't care about Shepherd's Karuk. I also... Oh, maybe though. Maybe we do care about the Fortuna's Hope. I'm using 0.5 stamina. This is 0.4. We can put this in, to be fair. And this being in the bottom there makes the most sense. Shelly can go up one, because we don't have anything else that's proccing Shelly. You can live up there. These are hitting both the weapons, so we're doubling down on the mana production. This is also a 75% chance to gain a luck, which is going to scale both crit chance and give us an increase in chance to gain mana on these two weapons. We can probably do something like that. Now, is this better to be gloved, or is the hero sword better to be gloved? Do you want to be actually touching the hero sword for the extra damage? I didn't realise. Yeah, of course. I think it's probably better to do that instead. So this has an even higher chance to gain luck. We can put the lifesteal in the sword, and we can put the faster attack speed in the bow. We can have debuff cleanse there. We also have a mana orb, which I guess goes here. Unless we... this is giving us max stamina as well, so if they have a shield, that kind of makes the shield not hit us. You sell for 3, that's annoying. I'm actually going to move the broccoli up. We can possibly sell the sand. I think we want to move that there, and that up one. No, we don't want to do that. That's... I mean, Shelly makes sense there, right? Yeah. Shelly does make sense there. We can even do that with Shelly, to be fair, that's fine. Bow goes back in there. That's fine. Broccoli can go here. Blueberries can go there. Garlic can go there. So all the food is touching 2 foods again. The buffer can go in, doesn't matter, anywhere. Field can go anywhere, doesn't matter. We've got a twine. We can probably put the twine somewhere much better than where we're going to put it. But I think that is okay. We've got sand, we can put you there. We've gained a bit of damage and lifesteal, that can go in that bag. And we also enter Battle Rage after 5 seconds for 4 seconds, and we gain 1 spike during Battle Rage. I think that doesn't do anything else for us. So we could sell this for 3. We could sell the sand for 4, we can sell this for 5, and we can sell this for 6, and that's going to be able to get us an item. I think that is probably what we're going to do here. And I think we're going shielded this game. I think that's probably the play. We are still not with the items we actually want. We'll lock the bag space as well. I think that's okay. Everything else is looking pretty tasty. Yeah, okay. And we will look at how much the Flawed Ruby is healing us for this game. It's hammer build with the dagger and the knife to meet you. We could lose this. We'll see how we get on. We are going to be stripping some of their mana, so their dagger's probably not going to be using as much mana. It seems to be using a mana though, so we don't seem to be stripping the mana quick enough. We did win that, it's fine. Let's double check our healing real quick. Healing. So the Flawed Ruby healed us for 12, so I mean, it's not great. Rejuvenation healed us for 14 overall, False Life 36, Vampirism and Shelly. So Shelly procced once and healed us for 48. Alright. Okay. Poison Frog is nice, but we are actually going to sell you, I think. Items gain 10 buffs, we heal for 12. We are gaining a lot of buffs, but we are going to sell you for 5, sorry. We're also going to sell this for 3. I think that makes sense. We're going to sell nothing, I don't think. If we get the goob, we need to make 2 more gold, so we're going to sell that, we're going to sell that, we're going to buy the goob. We now need to make Steel Goober. I'm not really sure how we do that exactly. I do see how we do that, but it just means that these weapons won't gain as much of a buff as they could be getting. Oh, and we've got nowhere to put the bags. Unless we just sacrifice a random turn and dump it here. We need the sword touching to make Steel Goob. We also have a coal. Coal's kind of nice, gives us some heat. I would like this to touch both the weapons. So, you know what? We are gonna weirdly do something like this. You can come up, you can come up. Both these weapons can come across. Like so, actually, that makes more sense. Both of these can go over here, so they're still gaining all the buffs. We put blueberries in, we put garlic in. Broccoli can go there, and you can go up here somewhere. I think that is an okay play to start with. That's probably better like that instead. And then when the goop procs, we have a 60% chance to gain max health. I think that is okay. As a quick Steel Goob. Oh, Dragon Knight? Wait, what? How to make a Dragon Knight? Twine Goob and a thingamajiggy. Ooh, that would be really nice. I would like to make a Dragon Knight. I think these are insane. Whether or not we get a Ruby Whelp is completely random though, so I don't think we're going to hold off on that. I think the Steel Goob is better to be made first. We send it. We've still got the Thorn Whip ready. We've still got the book ready. Heat build. Let's hope we can stay alive with our newfound friend, the Goob. Oh, we didn't put it in a healing bag. That's fine. That doesn't matter. We wouldn't have probably won if we kept it. We've now got a steel goob. So now we need to faff around with our bags, which we will do in just a second. I don't want this. Item triggers 100% faster, refund 25% of the buffs used. I don't think we care about this either. We do care about the duplication of buffs, and we do care about the cheese. We've gained this gem off the weapon. We don't care about this one. Oh, we do, because we've got an extra one here. So we've only got 5 gold. No rush, please. Don't really care. This ramps both of us, but they have 4 frost, so we ramp slightly faster than they do. Girl power, don't care about. Double rainbow is not the worst thing in the world, but I think we go random. We've gained full body protection. If we have exactly 1 armor, 1 helmet, and 1 shoe, we reduce all damage taken, and every 5 seconds we gain armor. I think we sell this. We don't need it. Armor, helmet, and shoe. Yeah, I don't think we need that. We sell it. For 3, I don't know if that's important or not. We'll hold on to this for a second, because that's a unique, which means we can then, like, move this unique out or something. Seeing as nothing needs to touch that. So we can put you here. We don't have anything that's going to benefit this right now, but every 5 seconds it does give us 10 armor, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And now what we'll do is, we'll reorganize bags. What have we done? We've put Steel Goob in the middle. Steel Goob's now proccing off every 2.1 seconds, every 1.5 seconds, and every 3.3 seconds. It's going to give the bow plus 2 damage every time it procs. We're also going to gain 16 armor, which is increased by 30% because of full body protection. This isn't doing what it needs to do because we don't have armor, helmet, or shoes currently. Turtle's touching the shield. You're touching 2 items, so you're gaining plus 8 maximum health, or heal, which will be maximum health. You're touching the 2 items as well, so you're triggering 20% faster. Both the collars are on the weapon. All the food's around the cheese, so the cheese is proccing more often for max health and a random buff. And we've got the mana rope hitting 4 things. Happy days. They've got 2 daggerangs, and they've got a hammer, and they've got steel goob, and they've got rocks. This is kind of a crazy build. The rocks, in my opinion, should be where the piggy is. So the rocks are going to scale in damage. The daggers have a 87.5% chance to steal debuffs. Why is that a thing? We've just gained our big boy 20 buffs, but we don't have any buffs because the daggers have stole them all, I guess. We just won that. We need to check a few things here. That's the game 1. Our bow was 17 to 18 damage, even though this was giving it plus 2 damage. That's crazy. That's so low. That is so low. Unbelievable. Their daggerangs were hitting 30 to 31. Why do they have an 87.5% chance to steal a random buff? Oh, because of the fedora. 25% more likely to trigger. The fedora with a steel goob and daggerangs might be the play with a hammer. That's kind of a nice little setup, these 5 items. The bag of stones, as I say, they should be underneath the goob, so they're just gaining loads of damage. That would have made more sense. We almost lost that. We didn't seem to gain many buffs either. It's probably because I'm used to seeing this give 40 buffs and not 20. And Vampirism, I'm guessing, didn't do a lot for our heal. Because we obviously don't have a melee weapon. So yeah, the fact we've gained 6 Vampirism is a complete waste. Alright. You can't really be combined, so I think we switch one of these with these so they can combine. We have another coal as well, so that's going to make another burning coal. We would like to keep the lucky piggy, but I think we sell it for 4. We sell the bag of stones for 2. And then I think we sell the other acorn collar. Although this would now double up our crit chance, so we will be doubling up our crit chance. If they don't strip us of our luck... Oh, this is such a pain. I would kind of like to keep all this stuff, but we need 8 gold to buy this goddamn thing. Are we just gonna not do that anymore? We're probably just not going to do that anymore, actually. The Lucky Piggy means we start with 2 luck, which means this only needs to trigger once, because this will hopefully give us a luck on hit. You're consuming luck, however. This is kind of annoying. I think we sell one of these, and we buy the book. We don't really have anywhere to put the book, though, unless we put it up here. And then we just put the burning thing there. We keep the coal, we keep the gem. I do like these. The fact they trigger after 5 seconds, they give us 2 heat and they cleanse 3 debuffs. Again, it's like a crap divine potion when we have 2 of them. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna ignore all this stuff. We're gonna send it. I think that's fine. Let's have some coffee. I immediately thought we were gonna get smashed here. The fact they have 2 Falcon Blades is absurd. They shouldn't have the whip. They should have just gone 2 Falcon Blades and the Brass Knuckles and Snag Daggers. Yeah, because they would have won if they didn't have a stamina issue. Okay. Ooh, we don't need you. Although every 3.6 seconds, if your health is above 70%, we gain it in power. Otherwise, we heal for 8. We don't have any light things except Shelly, so we're going to sell you. The heart is very nice. Not to mention, we can turn that into a heart shield, which again is very nice. That would replace the buckler. So I think we sell the rock. We keep hold of the heart. I wouldn't mind buying the fanny pack, so I think we buy the fanny pack, we put it there, we spin it all around. You can now go there again. And then these can just live anywhere, it doesn't actually matter. That's better there, actually. Oh yeah, you've got a chance to do stuff. Ooh. Shelly and the shield? We're not going to be able to hit Shelly and the shield. But we could at least hit the shield, I guess. Like so. That way, this has an even higher % chance to block. Because this is this is 100% more damage on the block, and this is going to make the block trigger more often. I would like that on the debuff removal as well, but that's fine at the moment. We have 2 bag spaces. Technically 3, technically 4, if we could think of things out and move things around. But that's alright. I think we roll here. There's the shield we need. Can we make 12 gold? Do we sell this for 6? No, we need that. We need that, we need the twine, we need the shield. That is the next play we are aiming for. Coal can go... there. We put the burning coal in the shield instead. You can go there, debuff removal cleanse can go there. Is this where we strip some of our food out? No, we're going to have to faff around with our bag space next turn when we buy this. I mean, up here kind of works. Big shield goes there. Yeah, we're gonna have to faff around next turn with bag space, but that's fine. I think for now we hold on to that. No, we're going to sell both of these gems. It gives us a bit more gold for next turn. Let's send it. Cupcake Goog, Charismatic Wand, some buffs, Thorn Bloom, that's what we were going to go for, and also lots of invulnerability. Up to 3 times. This is the second invulnerability. That's the third. We should have probably put Shelly and the turtle on the gloves. So both Shelly and the turtle are going to trigger faster. That may have been a misplay. 35% faster. Yeah, that may have been a misplay. Because these will both be like, what? 6.5 seconds, 7 seconds cooldown as opposed to 10? May have been a misplay. We need the helmet, we also need armor, and we also need gloves. We don't need the little goop, so we're going to sell you. We don't need the whetstone, so we're going to sell you. We don't need the blind, we don't need the gem. We would like bag space, we would like this. We would like all these 3 items as well. That's really annoying. We need this. We need the helmet so full body protection actually works. We also need an armor and a shoe. I guess we could sell the scroll for 3, but it doesn't really get us close to the shield. I think we do want bag space as well. So I think we're going to do that. Lucky Piggy can now do nothing extra. You can still stay there. The book can go in the corner. You want to be touching the shield though. Unless we move you up like so, and you can go here instead. Does that still hit the turtle? It does not still hit the turtle. So the turtle has to be there. You can go there, book can go there. I'm trying to figure out how we can get all this stuff in. You can go there, you're being touched by the thing you need to be touched by as well, which is perfect. I guess the heart container can go there, and this can go like this. That's kind of fine. I would like to get that scroll in. Start a battle, gain 1 heat. I don't think we need the fire in when this gives us 2 heat after 5 seconds. I think that is better. We'd like to switch these 2 around as well, because I think that is also better. Although a debuff cleanse every 3.2 seconds is nice. I think we're going to do that. I think we're also going to put both the burning coals there and the fire back in. Can we put you somewhere? Do we take out the garlic? Gain 3 armor plus 30%. Remove a vampirism from your opponent. This is stripping 1 buff from your opponent every 4.7 seconds. This wants to touch the heart. Ooh, do you do anything to like cheese or anything? No. I would like to put you here. 10% faster for each light item would be the heart, but it's in a fanny pack, so it's still gaining 10% faster ATS. We sell that. We still hold off on the shield. I think we are still holding off on the shield. And this is also a cleanser debuff. If you have no debuff, you heal for 8. So this probably wants to be in the... over here. This may also be better like this, you know. As an activator. Now, you can probably go here on Shelly. You can now go over here somewhere. This bag doesn't need to touch anything, which means the shield can go there, you can go there, and you can go here. Are you still touching everything you need to? Yes, you're touching everything you need to. You're touching the shield. You're also in a fanny pack, which is perfect. And the helmet's there, the book's up here. The book and the scroll want to be touching, don't they? That's not going to happen unless we do what? We move this up 1 like this. We put you back down like this. And now you're touching 2. You're still touching Shelly. Better play. Okay, yeah, that is much better setup. Hopefully we can buy this next turn. And then we just move this back across. Yeah, alright. We're looking pretty good. I'm kind of happy about this so far. This isn't too bad. Again, a stunning build with lots of fanfare. A spike staff. Oh, fatigue stone. We're dead, yeah. Yeah, we're dead. Not to mention they were stunning us and they've got a couple of daggers. This is triggering every 1.67 seconds. The spike stuff's triggering pretty quickly. We just got smashed by Empower really early on. Not to mention that we would have lost immediately to Fatigue, I'm pretty sure. If we had a better weapon, this would probably be going much, much smoother. But we don't. We don't need the piggy bank. I don't think we need the lucky piggy bank either. We also don't need the magic torch. That now gets us the armor that we need, so we're going to buy you. We've got 2 flames as well, so we're going to take out the lucky piggy and we're going to make Turbo Shelly. You need to now go up here somewhere. And the twine and full body protection can spin around. Oh my god, have we done the wrong thing? Oh yeah, we needed to touch this, don't we? Why are we lagging? Why does this happen every now and then? Is that another Windows update or some crap? Just my head in. Every now and then we just get some crazy lagging backpack battles when we mouse over things. Like now, look. What's going on? How are we lagging on a game like this? It must be Windows Update doing something crazy to the PC. How on earth do we fit these in? I guess Turbo Shelly can spin around. You're going to have to go there a second. There's the heart shield. Alright, happy days. Which then means we can put you back around there. We can put fire there. We can put fire there. We need a singular item on this side. Oh my god, this is insane. Why are we lagging like this? Can you come down one? Heart shield still works. You can go up once. Turbo Shelly can go there. Turbo Shelly can go there. Helmet can go up here. Okay. We no longer need the buckler. We can sell you. What else can we do here? You want to be touching the buckler again, so you spin around for you. You are not touching the turtle, which is kind of annoying. But it's for 1 turn. I think that is kind of okay. So again, you can just stay there for a second. Are we back? Yeah, we look like we're back now. No, we just lagged again. No idea. We do need an armor, right? For this thing. 1 armor, 1 helmet, and 1 shoe. We need shoes and we need armor. We'll buy this for now, I guess. We sell that 1 gemstone. We put both of you in the shield. We buy the armor. We just need some shoes. We're going to hold on to all 3 of these items and we're going to send it. Everything should be being made the way it should be being made. You've got a blood goob, charismatic orb, and you've got Thornbloom. We should have really made Thornbloom. We should have rushed Thornbloom. We haven't seen the potion though, so we wouldn't have been able to make it even if we tried. You've got crazy max health scaling and empower scaling because you're gaining 5 empower. So we've absolutely lost this game because we don't really have a way to strip more than 1 of every debuff. We did gain a nice chunk of armor there, but it's not enough to stay alive. 118 in power. What on earth? Not to mention that every time they gain in power, they're gaining 11 max health. And they're about to get another wand. Interesting. So I guess with this, they don't even have like a crazy amount of items. They start the game with 12 mana because they've obviously got this thing going on. This will be lost in a moment though, so they're just going to have 2 wands. And then they just scale every, or ramp every single buff. Nice and slow and nice and steady until I guess the mana orb procs. If the mana orb ever procs, I don't think it does. Mana orb never procs. So basically it's just this weapon's scaling in power with these scaling in power. So wands, Thornbloom is basically all you need to win. Good to know. And that's us lost. Damn, we lost 2 rank in that game. Crazy. That was a good build. Let's play another one. Let's hope we don't lose this time. We'll start with a buckler, we'll start with a bow, we'll start with a banana. Max health will be good. We want this for Shelly. I think we send it like that, that's fine. We may lose the first game, we don't really have much damage, we don't need alt press, lol. Broom and a bow? Otherwise, we're pretty identical. I think I would like to say I should win this because I have a buckler, but it doesn't seem to be blocking anything right now. There's a couple of blocks. There we go. Yeah, okay, they have more damage than we do. The buckler and the shell did not help us. Hero sword, a broom we don't care about. We also have a carrot. I think we want the carrot. We probably want to migrate to the pan now, so we're going to sell the bow. We get the potion belt, we put it there. We grab the pan, we put it here. That's kind of okay. We can also put another one of these in. Better yet, we put you here and we put the hero sword here. We have medium stamina usage, that should be fine. We've got both the heals outside the bags, which isn't great. 2.2, 1.4, you're better there. I think that's okay. You're only hitting 3 of the 4 foods though, so we can probably do that and put broccoli here instead. I think that's a better play. Or better yet, like that instead. So, no, you want to be hitting 2 foods. You're only going to hit 1 food. What am I doing? That's fine. That means that we are going to gain 1 item that's going to give us 0.1 stamina every time it procs. It procs every 6 seconds. Probably not great. Yeah. We keep the goob, we keep the shell. Send it. I'm hoping we're going to... Well, we win this. Definitely. I don't know why you've only got 2 items. I guess you sold everything to make employee uniform. You must have made that on turn 1. They do have a lot of armor, however. We are getting through their armor. They are resisting all of our debuffs that we're putting on them currently. I think that's the last, or that's the last one they can resist, and we won with the last hit. Okay, we had 6 luck to end with. We get false life 100%, so I guess here we do this instead. And I guess this now has a chance to duplicate the debuff it's putting on them. You're kind of nice hitting both the weapons like so. We don't need the torch, we don't need the rock, we don't need the luck exactly, but we'll keep it for now. Minor lifesteal's fine. I guess we put the goob on the sword, we put the shell down there, we buy false life for the goob instead. Oh, that's a dark item, perfect. We also have a chili and we have bag space. Do we sell this? I think that's okay for now. I would like the carrot. Is a carrot better than the buckler? Probably. We sell the buckler, we buy a carrot. We move that up 1, we put the carrot here, we put the garlic here, and then we get a goob. Do we want the goob in? I guess we could get a goob in. We can spin that around. Put you here, put you here, put the goob in here. Yeah, that kind of works. That's fine. We'll send it. We have lost the damage on the pan, but I think that's okay. Lots of rocks, lots of carrots, so you're not going to have any debuffs. I'm glad we removed the shield. Am I glad we removed the shield? I am glad we removed the shield. That's a nice win. We've got another carrot, which is perfect. We sell the rock. Do we want an emerald egg? That is good to start the game off with 3 luck. Well. Inflict 3 poison on hit. That's kind of nice. We need bag space. We want the carrot. We want the whelp. We could take out the banana for the whelp. I guess. Or better yet, we put the banana back in, and we put the carrot in instead of the goob. That's probably a better play. Do we want a chili goob? I think we do probably want a chili goob. Don't really know where we're going with the build right now. It is what it is. Do we even need this? 2 turns to hatch? Sells to 5. I think we probably sell this now. And we grab a chili. For a garlic. We'll sell the garlic. I think we sell the little goob as well now for 1 gold. That gives us 3 gold, ready for 11 gold on the next round for more items. We send it, we grab the backpack, and we grab the goob next turn. Lots of piggy banks, another broom, and a shovel. We should win this. They are going to stun us and gain some spikes, but we should win. Yep, smashed them. We don't need the garlic. We do want to put that in both the weapons, so we're inflicting more poison. We also have an elephant room which has been buffed. Instead of 45 max health, we now gain 50 max health. We can also put you here. Or better yet, let's make the carrot and the banana faster. We also have a singular bag slot. That's going to go for there. We have a red gem. I think we sell it. That's giving us 2 gold. We can't buy anything. We send it. We could have also moved the chili, not the chili, the garlic down here for the banana, but I think that's okay. They've got a hammer, some healing, and they're also using knife to meet you. So we may lose this, but we are scaling max health, which is lovely. If we can get another big heal, doesn't matter, we've won. Duplicating buffs, I think we're going to sell that. We do have a helmet, which is nice. We have another clover, and we have rejuvenation. We'd need to sell the rejuvenation and the clover to get the goob. And we don't have bag space to fit it. So I think we do that, and we buy the goob, because I do want to make a chili goob. We can now move this across one. Chili goob. You would be really good over here. But then you don't really activate anything. I mean, that's just going to be how it's going to be, I think. Where do my feet go? Oh, that's actually a terrible idea. Should we Control Z that? Yeah, we Control Z that. I think, if anything, we just dump a garlic here. And then we put the helmet here like that. It's not the best activator, but I think that's okay. We want to make chili goob, we're making chili goob. We could sell the banana and the clover. No, we can't. We'll send it. I was going to say we could sell this to get the 3 gold for this, but we don't. We only make, for 4 gold for that, we only make 3 gold. Lots of starting heat. You've also gained a hungry blade. You shouldn't have enough rejuvenation to really make an impact there. Yeah, we should win this. We have run into some stamina issues, which is never good. But that's okay. We now have a chili goob. Boop. So here... we don't need the piggy bank. Oh, we could turn it into a lucky one if we had another clover, but we don't have another clover, so we're going to sell you. We're going to sell the clover, and we're going to sell the card. That's going to get us some bag space, which I think is good. We have Sir San to help us ramp. I don't think we need it right now, but we'll hold on to it for a second. Okay. So... you can go there. Pan can move up one. We can keep some food on this side of the game. I think that is actually better, having the really long cooldown this side, like that. We can move you across and put 2 carrots here. I know they're not benefiting from any food, but I think that's okay. I would like to get a banana at the back of them, but that's not going to happen unless we do that. And then move something else. Like so. So now they're getting buffed from the food. I guess we can put Sir Sand in, we can put the helmet in, we can put you back over here, so you're hitting both the weapons and the chili goo. You're hitting the thing you need to hit, and then we can bang the snowball in. If we get a coal, we can make a Snowmaster, depending on if we want to make a Snowmaster or not, and I think that's fine. I think we send it. You're only hitting 2 food, however. So at some point, we probably will look at replacing the pan. The next weapon we find, we're probably going to replace the pan. That's fine, we send it. Yeah, okay. Another Hungry Blade, another Shepherd's Crook. We see this quite a lot, to be fair. And you've got stones, and your healing and your cleansing debuffs. Luckily, we are throwing poison at them, so the blind took a long time to get removed. Nice easy win, okay. Oh my god, we've got Null Blade. Hells yeah. We sell the pan. We need Null Blade going in immediately. We've also gained some armor, which is nice. We've also gained infinite mana, which is nice. I think we hold on to the twine for the time being. We'll have to figure all this out in a second, actually. So you now live here. The fanny pack's in the wrong place. So we're going to have to do that. And that. And put you here. You can now live there. Oh, better yet. That should have one more. That should ideally be like that. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, like that and like that. Chili Goob goes in. You're every 7 seconds. You are touching both the dark items because of the Null Blade and the Amulet of Darkness. That's fine. The Amulet of Darkness does want to move up 1, so we do that instead. That's hitting both the weapons in the Chili Goob. That's hitting what it needs to hit. We've got some armor, which is very nice to have. We're going to put you here with the armor up here. You want to live either here or here, I think. Nope. I think for now you can live there. That means Sir Sand can go above. We can then put both the carrots in again. And then I think we probably want the broccoli over the garlic. So we're going to sell the garlic. We're going to put poison in the Null Blade. Null Blade is 1.7, you're 1.4. I think we double up on poison. And then we can put you in the armor, so every time we gain mana, which we're not gaining unless we put the owl in. You also have a chance to duplicate buff, so maybe we do that instead. So you're going to duplicate both the carrots. Oh, you also want to be touching the goob though. Maybe like this. So that's got a chance to duplicate the heat gain. I think that makes sense. I think we're going to sell the broccoli. I think we sell the twine. We sell the banana. We also sell the snowball. Now we have to figure out what subclass we want, if we actually still want a subclass. I think Weapon Master might be good here. I think we go Weapon Master, and then we take out the armor. And then you can live up here. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. So now, our stamina usage is basically perfect. We inflict 2 poison to them and 2 poison to ourselves, but we do have 2 carrots that are cleansing and debuff every 2.7 seconds, which is ideal. You're a unique pet, so you don't have to touch anything. And we're gaining 40% of the damage dealt with melee or ranged as armor, which means we're going to ramp armor. We can put you anywhere, it doesn't really matter. What do you do? Every 4 stamina used, we use a mana to regenerate 1 stamina. I think we hold off. Do we want to hold off on the scroll? I kind of want to hold off on the scroll so we can do something with one of these items, but if we don't get another scroll next turn, it's a waste of 3 gold basically, and as much as we want the armor, I think we sell this for 4 immediately, and we buy this book instead for max health gain. We currently do generate mana now. Oh no, it uses the mana to generate more mana, so you're going to have to switch out like that, and I think that's fine, we send it. Okay. Is the owl quicker than a carrot? 3.2, 2.7, not really. Yeah, alright, that's kind of okay. We might end up killing ourselves to poison. 7 health remaining. They did have a Shelly that was just about to trigger as well, I think. We don't need that blade. I'm actually going to say that we don't even want the duplication in the bags. And we also don't want the banana. Another fanny pack would be lovely right here. So that's what we're going to be doing. Just so the null blade triggers even faster. We got a spare spot, we can put you here. You don't have to touch anything. Oh, you can touch the null blade. Ooh, so this bag goes there. Didn't realize that could touch the null blade. Happy days. We want a buff wand. And then I think we roll for some bag space. We also want boots, so we're going to grab them boots. I think we roll once more for bag space. There's some bag space. We are now going to sell the scroll for bag space. And we can put a wand here. Send it. Yep. Ooh, lots of poison, which is going to get us killed because we're poisoning ourselves. Yep. This might not be the play. We need the corrupted armor that reflects debuffs. Ooh, that's pretty good though. And so are you. That's all really nice. We also have blood manipulation, which is kind of good. Stoned, it's not bad. Stoned does kind of work with this thing because we are gaining armor every time we hit them. So stoned might be a good play. Enchanted weapons could also be really good. The Amethyst Whelp is nice. It inflicts 4 random debuffs at the start of the fight, and then every time it hits, it removes a random buff from the opponent. It's only 1 buff, mind you. So I think we actually sell this for 7 because it's very, very expensive. Every 2.9 seconds, this could go really hard right here. We inflict 3 poison and reduce our opponent's healing. So that is kind of nice. However, I think instead we do a 3 slaughter. And then you can go there and the owl can go here. That's pretty terrible, unless we put the owl in. You only need to touch the owl and the goob. So I think it's probably better. You can also touch the buff stick. We're going to have to work out where this owl's going to live in a second. Attack effects of weapons have a 20% chance to repeat. That means this is going to use a luck. Oh no, it uses luck to gain 2 damage, and it uses rejuvenation to remove 3 buffs. We need more wands. But that could with this, because it does hit the null blade and only the null blade currently, that would mean it could use 2 luck to gain 4 damage and use 2 rejuvenation to remove 6 buffs from the opponent, which is kind of big. I'd like to put you here now. I kind of want you like that. Like that, I guess? And then we just lose the buff stick, which I really don't want to lose. So we'll figure you out in a second. This is also giving us a little bit of mana. 15% chance to ignore armor and gain 1 mana and inflict 1 frost. We do need better mana gain. I think we do want to put you here though, and I think that is going to be the play. We could have taken stoned and done a better play, but I think that's fine. We could be stripping debuffs. We could be cleansing debuffs. I think that's probably better like that, so we reduce the opponent's healing by 18% and we sell this little green one. Don't really need to sell the little green one though. I would also like a cupcake. And there's the other thing we wanted. Is this how we want to play it? I think we take out Sir Sand here and put this here. Yeah. Do you want to gain 2 heat effectively, or I think that is probably a better play, so this can generate more mana, and then we can obviously ramp more with mana. I think that's what we want. And do we want to sell both of these items? I think we do want to sell both of these items, I'm not going to lie. I think we do that. And then we save our gold. And then next turn we hopefully buy something good. Let's send this. Let's see how we get on. They've got a massive sword. And they've got Shelly. It always worries me when I see that big sword. Luckily they're out of stamina. They will have stamina for this turn, however. And they're also cleansing our debuffs, or are we just stripping our own debuffs? I think we're stripping our own debuffs. One big hit and we win. Fantastic. We had more poison than they had on us. Oh. I don't think we need the Holy Spear. Ooh, cleanse 1 debuff for each free slot? What? Or light item? Ooh, I wonder if we do a Holy Spear build next. That kind of seems nutty. Destroy 10 armor and cleanse 1 debuff for each free slot or light item. That's going to cleanse 7 debuffs every 2.2 seconds. Holy, I think we need to buy you at some point, or use you at some point, but we have the Null Blade, so I'm kind of happy with the Null Blade. This is using 0.2 stamina every 0.4 seconds. Is it a 4 slot? Oh, it's a 4 slot. Not to mention, we only have like 2 light items. I guess? Oh, it doesn't reach. It's annoying that the way that the stars are positioned, because I would really like to put this here. Because that's better than the Hero Sword. That's so much better than the Hero Sword. I mean, we could put it there as well. And buy a fanny pack. Let's sell this because we don't need this. Let's buy a fanny pack and put it here. Whoops, you can't go there because it's off the screen. I think we put this like this. We then put this item here like this. So now you've got 2 slots that you're now removing on. What are we doing? We're currently using 1.3 stamina, so we could even keep the sword as well. That's crazy. We will run into stamina issues if that is the play. And you want to hit both weapons, which I don't think you're ever going to be able to do unless we do it like that. Perfect. I think we sell the sword. We put the poison in the quicker weapon, which is 1.7. We do that. Because this is... no, I actually think that's probably better like that, actually. Okay. How are we now looking? Carrot goes there. You duplicate buffs. You only want to duplicate... This is every 5 seconds, which is disgusting. But I'm tempted to put you here. Like that, and then this goes here. Like that. We have another carrot we can put in, and we've also got this doom cap. I think we absolutely need the doom cap in. So let's move that up like that. Let's grab the owl and put you here. Let's grab the carrot and put you here. Let's put the 4-pack here. And you can go there. And then we can also put a carrot anyway. It doesn't really matter like that. We need to get you in somehow. So you're going to live at the bottom here. And then we've got the helmet that can go anywhere. And we've also got a book that can go anywhere. You two need to be there. You need to touch all the dark things, which means you're no longer touching that dark thing. We also don't technically need this. I'm not going to lie. Like this. Yeah. Better. Not better. What do you do? Oh, on hit. Yeah, you absolutely need to get touched by that. And we can't put the light item anywhere else. So it's either going to have to go there or it's going to have to go there. I guess... No, we want that to remove more debuffs than not. So, if anything, no, that doesn't work. And you touch 3 things there, which is perfect. It's ideal. Unless we just ignore the fact it's not going to remove 2 debuffs for a second. Because these are also cleansing debuffs, so I think that might be okay, to be completely honest. We could also move... No, you have to be there. Yeah, you have to be there. No, yeah, okay, yeah, like that. That's fine. So this isn't removing 2 debuffs, it's only removing 1 every 2.2 seconds, but I think that's okay. We'll send it, we'll see how we go. I'll have some coffee in this fight. We might even half speed this just so I can really pay attention. They've also got 2 snow sticks, so we might just lose because of the frost, but I'll have some coffee real quick. Yeah, we lose this. We don't have enough mana. You're not giving us enough mana. Oh, and also, because we had so much cold, yeah, that's just a loss. Wowsy! We have a katana. This probably fits our build better, because when they have 20 buffs, we remove 2 buffs of the type which they have the most of. Not to mention, we are stripping 3 buffs as long as we have rejuvenation, which we don't really have a lot of currently. We've also gained the Red Orchid Collar. We're not really gaining a massive amount of luck, but this is going to give us lifesteal for each luck we have, and we've gained a singular bag slot. This is now where we have to do a bag switcheroony. I mean, it's pretty simplistic because we just spit that there instead, and then we put you here, and then we put the red collar there. We can either keep the spear, or we can go katana. Katana's 8 to 10 damage, this is 13 to 17, 0.2 stamina, 0.8 stamina. If we use the katana, we're going to run into stamina issues, so I think, as stupid as it is, I think we're going to sell the katana. I think we're going to sell the katana. Remove 1 damage gain in battle from all opponents' weapons and gain 1 damage every 1.7 seconds. This is every 2.2, but it is debuff cleanse. I think we're going to sell the katana. Crazy. I can't believe we've just done that. But it is what it is. We also definitely need you in. You're very important to have in the game. Because this is giving them more poison, and we're already giving them 2 poison, but this isn't decreasing our opponent's healing by 10%, which is huge. You're now only hitting 1 light thing, which I think is okay, because you do have a chance to duplicate what you are doing. We can even put you here, so it's just nicely tucked away. Or better yet, we can move you down 1 as well. They've now both gained lifesteal. We can probably put you here instead now. I mean... This owl is stupid. Let's do that instead. Oh, you're only hitting 2 either side. Oh, that sucks. I wanted to put both the carrots here. Unless we do that instead. Right? So you're hitting 3 things as opposed to 2 things. You're hitting 2 foods, so you're going to trigger faster. You're hitting 4 things. One is 2.9, one is 2.7, 2.2 and 1.7, so that's pretty good there. The owl doesn't have a chance to duplicate your buffs though, which is kind of a bit rubbish. Do you have another Slacket there? Oh, you do. Ooh, you do. So maybe a chance to remove their debuffs is better. We can put the rune there and we can get the helmet in, and then we can have stun resist and crit resist. We can also get a cupcake, we could also get the corrupted crystal, and we can get the boots. Corrupted crystal may go hard in the armor. I don't think we want to turn it into the other cap though. Reduce damage taken by 25% for 5 seconds as opposed to 3 seconds. Opponent gains a buff, we've got a 15% chance to nullify it. That's actually pretty big. And your opponent's healing is reduced by 30% is also giant. But I would really like to get this, because then we can cleanse 2 debuffs and inflict them on our opponent. And we are obviously getting loads of debuffs. I actually kind of feel like we grab this cap though. And then if we see the armor, we'll just panic. I mean, at least this still cleanses 2 poison, it just doesn't inflict them onto them. So even if we do see the holy armor, we're still happy. And I think this is important because it's reducing our opponent's healing by 30%. And this is going to ramp and further reduce it by 10% every 2.9 seconds. I think that is probably going to be the play. We still need mana, we still need luck, and we just need more wands, to be completely honest. I think we sell this and we keep the boots, we keep the whatchamacallums. Have we already gained a second skill? We have already gained the second skill. I don't think we need boots anymore. But I would like the cupcake. And I'm not going to roll because I think we're fine how we're looking. Yeah, okay. You already have 40 gold worth of items. That's bananas. You're also stripping poison. And we're dead. Wow, that was a fast death. Your lamp's not even buffing a weapon. Is Mana Thirst that good? That seems kinda good. I guess the Whelp was already also doing some damage. Oh, and they've also got this guy hitting us and dealing damage. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It wasn't the Mana Thirst weapon, it was just a bit of a combination of everything. We've now gained the Cap of Discomfort. Happy days. This has a 12% chance to duplicate buffs. We gain... on hit, we have a 50% chance to gain Vampirism. That would scale nicely with this, so I think we're going to put that in you because you're a faster weapon. And then we can put you in there, so we're gaining some armor every time we gain mana. Don't think we need the Poison Dagger. Don't think we need the Sand. Don't think we need the Fire. More max health would be nice. You would also be kind of nice, but I don't think we need you. We can make Shelly. I think making Shelly's important, but we also need bag space, so we're going to unreserve the cupcake and roll for bag space. There's a fiver. I think we sell the book for 2 and we grab this. Now we can make Shelly up here. And we send it. Not sure how good this build is anymore, to be fair. Charismatic Orb. You've also got Thornbloom, and you're also inflicting poison. We just seem to melt really quickly. Look at all the damage we're taking. It was all going so well. Maybe Nullblade and the Holy Spear isn't worth getting if we don't have any buffs. Maybe we messed up by not giving ourselves a lot of buffs. We could put you here. We need Shelly in the bag as well, so we're going to do this. We're going to put you back in there. Nullblade goes in there. Spear goes in there. That now means we are gaining... Are we? No, we've only got 1 in there, that's fine. Shelly can now come down 1. You can now live there. And we've got a bigger bag here, which I guess can just live up there. It doesn't really matter. You can go back there for both the weapons. You can live back up there. That's fine. I would rather have that like that instead, actually. With a chance to gain another wand, so we have more buffs. You can just go up... Oh, wait, no, you can't. Because you want to touch that. So I guess we spin you around. We spin you around. We spin Shelly around and we put you here. Yes, now you're touching 4 things. You're touching one thing, which is the only light thing we have, I believe. Yes, that is correct. Alright. When we got a potion. I mean... It's not like we're going to buy any of this stuff. We may just lose this game. You probably want to be in that bag as well, thinking about it. It makes more sense that we put you... Oh, we can't do that because we're one bag space short, aren't we? Fixed. Fixed. And fixed. So now you're going to hopefully have a 25% chance to duplicate the poison you're inflicting, which I think will be beneficial. And I guess we send it and hope we don't die. We did so well in the first couple of games today, and now it seems to be that we're just getting smashed. Loads of spikes, an insane amount of poison. We don't have the max health scaling. This item seems to have lost us the game. Yeah, we're going to die to poison. God damn it. So if anything, this was garbage. And this probably got us killed more often than not. We had a Null Blade, which is insane. We had a Holy Spear, which is insane. But this thing basically got us killed. Not happy about that. We lost some more ranking. Let's jump straight into another one. This is interesting. Everything's on sale. Pretty much. I guess we grab all of this because it's all on sale. And then we roll, see what we get. We got a carrot on sale as well, and we roll once more. Can we fit all this? We'll have the Shelly, we'll put the coal in the weapon, we've got twine. Yeah? Kinda works. Send it. Double hero sword with a whetstone and a singular heal. They're probably going to beat us because we don't have the DPS for that. Yep. Oh, one hit. Oh, sad times. Sad times. We start with Chili Goob and some little goobs. That is absolutely insane. So we're obviously going to go goobs. We're obviously going to go goobers again because it worked out so well last time. Let's just get rid of everything. Let's bang you in right in the middle. We can put this here for the pan. Like so. Is that good? We can put the banana up here. We can probably put both the goobers just down here chilling, so they form another goob. We can put the carrot... Ooh, no, we can't do that, can we? You're going to have to live there. Which means you're not really gaining anything important. Didn't mean to do that. Well, I did mean to do that, but I didn't at the same time. Let's not bother with the fanny pack ASAP. Let's put you here. Put fanny pack here, so we can still get a banana in. I guess we can get a twine in. That's a crap item to do that for, but whatever. We can put you like that with the carrot here, the broccoli here, the garlic here. I think probably better to just mass damage. Put the shell here, and then we got a little blue gem. Alright. This is a bit crap. We could have made this way better. Do we want these two to be healing more? Probably. I think that's probably better. How's it going, Gamma? Yeah, we just tried a bit of a goob, but luckily this just threw a chili goob at us on round 2. So I think we're gonna be goob gaming for a bit. I would like the buffs, I would like the bag space. We're gonna send it. I want to say we won the first 2 games, and then we just got smashed on the last 2 games. It's not been good. Suddenly it seems to be that every build is way more thought out than what we're doing. It all started off so well. I mean, this is a good start. I'm happy that we've won the second game there. We got a double axe. Ooh, do we want a double axe? I mean, we probably do, right? Ooh, double axe. And we've got a single axe. We sell the single axe, we don't need that. We sell the sand, we don't need that. Can we do something crazy with this? I'm going to risk this. I'm going to sell the pan. We're going to have to reorganize bags immediately again. That's amazing. I think next turn we put you back in the bag of giving. And we overlap like a singular square for it. But right now, I don't see these activating a lot. Just because we don't have the bag space. I do want more buffs as well. And we do want more bag space. I think I hold on to the banana because I think a banana is going to be good. We're going to send this one and hope we don't die. The double axe on, was it turn 2 or turn 3? That is crazy to me. Slowly ramping. We would have started to run into stamina issues right there, but that's fine. Oh, we could have made broccoli goob. Didn't see that. My bad. We are making broccoli goob, 100%, and we got another goob to make as well. Chance to duplicate buffs, 50%. Oh, that's good in that weapon. 50% chance to gain a vampirism on hit. Insane. So that's going to go in the weapon. I would like that in the backpack to duplicate buffs, but not until we have more goobs. We need more goobs for that to really take effect. We don't need the stone. I don't think we need the luck. I don't think we need the fire. Oh, you turn the coal. That touching coal would be nice. We don't want the armor part because we're not gaining any armor right now. So we sell that. I think we have to buy bag space. So for a second we'll just do that. We'll put the goob back over there. Or the broccoli back over there for the goob. I think we put the banana here and the carrot here. We take the... Oh, actually, we can do that, and then we can put the fire here. Now we're making burning coal, and you can go there. We have 3 items in the bag still. You trigger once. You trigger once. Doesn't really matter. We keep the goob, we keep the buffer, and I think that is... I mean, this is a nice setup with the axe. This is pretty good. I'm kind of happy with the current bag layout. I mean, I'd like a couple of different items, but it's not going too bad. Hammer, we could lose to a hammer. No, we just 2-hit him. Okay, that's an easy win. If we get a carrot next, I'm just gonna, I don't know, probably play the lottery or something. Start of battle, we gain 1 rejuvenation for each food. Every 7 seconds, we regenerate 2 stamina, and we gain an empower. You're pretty ginormous. In fact, you might just be the biggest rat I've ever seen. So you're probably going to have to live there now. I would really like you to touch more things. 7 seconds is... it's very slow. We don't want you as a goob activator, but for now you will be because we can't do anything else. We don't want the chain whip. I think we are just going to tunnel vision the double axe. We're never replacing the double axe at this point. We no longer need a fire. We would like to keep the fire for a turbo Shelly, but we would also like the buff stick. So buff stick now goes here. You go... you were touching 3. Didn't mean to click there. We want the buff stick at the bottom. We take you out, we put the other food in. And then we work out how we put this in and touch as many food items as possible. I think that is probably a better play like that. And then you can just stay as a buffer, I guess. Carrot's better like that. We can put you in the weapon again, and we have a fire left over for when we make Turbo Shelly. Making the secret Hexagob. I mean... we can get another double axe in. We don't need another double axe. Don't think we need a banana. Don't think we need a whetstone. Don't need a shield. What does a whetstone do? Oh, twine. Yeah, I think this is okay. You touch 3 things. We could also put you here. Whoops. I was going to say and put the carrot here and then something to make it touch 4 things, but that's never going to work. You can only touch 3 things unless you put you here and put the carrot here. You still only touch 3 things. But I would rather the cubes trigger more often, so I think that is what we're going to be doing, and then we're going to put the twine back in like on the carrot. Send it. We're happy with that. Pineapple will be huge for this setup. A pineapple would go pretty big. I mean, we don't really want this this chef in, but I mean, he is what he is. We may as well. We should have probably sold him actually. He's probably worth like 4 or 5 gold. You've only got 1 weapon and you've got 2 weapons actually. I thought you were going to win then. Crazy. Ooh, I don't think. Oh, I don't know. We've all of our money's been spent on a bag and this stupid gem. We do need more stamina. So I think that is actually okay to get. We keep this, I think. The gem is nice. We could also sell it. I think it makes sense we just keep the gem. It makes sense we keep the shell as well. So you're going to be hitting an extra light item. And I guess we put the fire in. Again, no gold to buy things. I would like to start rolling to see if we get a carrot. I think that's fine. I think we send it again. Or can we not? I'm thinking we put the twine here, because this is triggering every 1.8 seconds. Then we don't have 2 activators. No, that doesn't work. We put that back on the carrot, we put you back here. That's fine, send it. We've still got the goob reserved because I still want to get more goobs. You're going to gain a crazy amount of max health, you've got a pan, and things are going to trigger faster. We are putting a good amount of poison on though. 80% to inflict 2. That's basically inflict 2 poison every single hit. We also didn't seem to have a stamina issue at all. Oh my god, we've just been graced with another goob. We no longer need to reserve you, but I think we kind of still reserve you. Max health is insane. We want that. We don't need the rat. I think we're going to unreserve this. We're going to roll once. Do we roll twice? I just want a carrot. Just want a goddamn carrot. Is it worth putting you in here? And dropping the banana? I don't think we can put another goob in. We need singular items. I would like to get the goob and put him right here. And then we'd need a singular item in both slots. And probably singular items up there as well, to be completely honest. I don't think we put the goob in right now. I think we stay as we are. We could also put the goob down here for 2. Or even 1 on the axe, but I don't think we do right now. I think we send it as it is. And I want to keep this goob as well, to be completely honest. They've got a Shally, they've got a buff Daggerang, they've also got an increased potion. And gain 8 random buffs. Oh! I've never even seen that potion, I think. Well, I might have. They seem to be winning. We need a big hit. Oh, thank God. They would have won on the next hit. So I'm happy with that. We don't need the spade. We don't need Hungry Blade. Every 4 seconds we gain an armor and we cleanse a frost. Triggers 15% faster for each pet. This doesn't cleanse frost quick enough, so we're going to sell it. In a build like this, the only thing I can imagine doing is getting Turtle. Weapon Master, I think, is goddamn awful, unless we know what build we're running, and we don't whenever we get this, so it's goddamn awful. Fedora could be nice. Especially like that, so it triggers both the goobs. Fedora could be nice, actually. The Merchant is also okay. But I don't think we want the Merchant. This is better because it's a 3 slot. We're buying it. Oh, we got a present! We get Tim out of the hat too. We could absolutely. Now we get +3 accessories. Do you know how the present works with the Bag of Giving? I'm guessing they cancel each other out, right? Shop entered, spend all your gold to generate random items. Shop entered, spend all your gold to generate random items with a higher value. I'm guessing this doesn't like give us like double the amount of items. If anything, this might overtake the bag, so we may get more gold value every turn. I think if we can make 10 gold, we buy it and bang it right here in the 4 slot. No, we don't, because we need you up here. All right. We take you out. We take you out. We put the carrot in. You probably want to be switched for 2 nature items now. We do have a fanny pack. I guess. I don't know if the weapon's better to fanny pack or the fedora's better to fanny pack. Time to redo everything and put fanny on the axe. I think it probably is better on the axe, and it is a pretty simple one. We just do that. Happy days. It's like we didn't even change anything. Items trigger 10% faster and we inflict 1 blind on ourselves. This is stealing buffs. This is cleansing debuffs. It doesn't have any dark items to hit. And you're not a nature item, you are a dark spell. I think we now sell the rat. We want to keep you. We want to keep you. The shell is good for Shally. Oh, I forgot we've got an activator here we haven't even used. Okay. I mean, twine there makes sense, I guess. Or better yet, we put twine over here instead. Just so this can actually have a higher % chance to proc. Max health is important. Healing increased by 20, important. This needs to touch a light item. We only have 1 up there, so I guess we could put those like that instead. Just so they're both healing off each other. The banana's taking up 2 of the... Well, yeah, that's fine. I think, as much as I would like to get this in, specifically on the carrot... More... Oh, carrot and axe. Where was that? Carrot and fedora could go hard. Axe and carrot could go hard as well, like that. That's better. No longer hitting the carrot. No, that's now screwed that up. Oh, so the carrot does have to live up there. The reason why I think this is good is because this is going to obviously make the carrot trigger really fast. It's going to make the axe trigger really fast, so we are probably going to run into stamina issues, lol. But the blind that we're inflicting on ourselves is going to be removed from the carrot, assuming that we have no other debuffs. I want to keep the goob in case we get a carrot. We could sell the banana. I kind of feel like we want to mess around with that present, but I don't think it works with the Bag of Giving. We're going to reserve it for now, and then we'll send it. We'll see how we get on this fight. The goobs aren't going to activate as quick as they could. We do start with a bit of luck, which is nice, which means our accuracy should be 100%. It's 95. Now it's 100 with 5 luck. This is a heat build of a hammer, so we probably will lose. We've run into stamina issues. So how have we done that? Because we've got the scroll touching the axe. We need one more big hit. Thank God we won. So I guess after experiencing that, that's hilarious. We probably don't want this in the bag anymore. I didn't even look at that blind value either. We may have been blinded loads. We don't need the Happy Bomb because we just don't have a very good buff build currently. We did gain another one, so the one's now going to go there. Ideal. We've also gained another fanny pack, so both the fanny packs can go like that. We may once again run into stamina issues because this is going to trigger 30% faster. So we may have stamina problems. You can now go there. We can now put this bag over this side. We can switch you over there. We can sell that. I don't think we need it. What do you turn into again? Nullblade, Death Lotus, or Devouring Sphere. Devouring Sphere would be kind of nice. We don't use Blind or Frost, so we don't need that. This would be very nice, though, the Death Lotus. Not to mention it's also a nature item, so it would also work with the Fedora. Do we keep one of the scrolls? I think we do. We don't need Excalibur. We're going to sell you. I want to maintain that. I want to maintain that. We don't need the twine anymore. I don't think we need the fire because we have a burning coal. We have 2 burning coals now, in fact. The banana could be nice. I guess we need the banana there. Stamina in the backpack is also good because we are going to have stamina problems. And then I guess we can now afford a goo, but I don't think we need it. We can afford the present, but I don't think we actually want that. I would possibly like... Oh, banana should touch the broccoli goob, you're not wrong. Activators. They're all activating, they're all activating. Carrot's quicker than the garlic. And we only had the carrot there because of the scroll was touching it up there. So that's better, it's 2.7. In fact, that's better up there as well. And then we either make the broccoli goob fire faster or we make the chili goob fire faster. I think the chili goob firing faster makes way more sense, actually, yeah. Because then we're going to gain heat, which means this is going to trigger faster. So I think that is okay. We also need 2 more nature items. And then we're not utilizing the chance-based effects at all on the Fedora, but I think that's okay. I'm going to say we're going to buy bag space and put it here. Is that now where we put a banana there instead and put you here? No, because the carrot triggers faster than the banana. But that does work. No, it doesn't. We'll do that as we did before. The weird scarecrow we're making. I mean, it's got a nice face. It's got a beautiful face. It is a bit of a weird scarecrow, though, now you've mentioned it. Are the goobs its arms? It's a shame that these eyeballs aren't slightly under the hat. We'll roll... What goobs do we even need on this class? The chili goob isn't ours, so we would actually need to make all these goobs, and I don't think we're going to be able to make a steel goob at this point. So I don't think we're going to get rainbow goob. If we were to get another goob, however... would have to put it... I don't think we're going to be able to get more goobs. We could put them like that, actually. Or maybe a Fedora? No. They're going to have to go off the Fedora on both sides. Because that's the only way we'll fit them in. Or maybe like that instead. Otherwise, we've got no bag space to make them activate on the sides. So we could get one more goob. Is this where we use one more goob? No, not yet. Not yet, we don't. We could, though. I think we need a couple more bag spaces first. Like, singulars. 2 singular bag spaces. Or we can move the 3 up and get 1 more 3 slot. And then we move everything up and we put double goob like that. Sell the scroll for present. I don't know if this is going to work, though. We try it? This is going to give us 3 gold. We're going to be on 9 gold. I think we can do that and sell a shell. I doubt very much we're going to get 2 healing potions anytime soon. And I don't want to sell this gem And I mean, we could sell this gem, but I think the 15% chance to ignore armor may just win us the game every now and then. But we can try this for science. It's also a nature item, apparently. Oh, it's a unique, isn't it? So we gain more luck, so that is actually a good play. And then you can move up one. So now this is hitting most things that are nature. Yeah. Alright. We'll send it. We'll see what this present does. It does give us 5 random buffs. It does give us 5 random buffs, which is luck. I mean, oh no, it's everything but luck. They are going to be a heavy fatigue damage. They've got a Shaddy that's going to clutch save them, I think. There's the clutch save. They're massively out of stamina, though. Why have you got no stamina, my friend? The present did erupt. So we should have had like 13 gold worth of items. Did that give us more? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 gold worth. That did work, right? I think that worked. I think we got more gold value. Backspace is always nice. I guess we'll dump you here a second. We did get the Devouring Orb, which is nice. And we sold the scroll that made this, so that's kind of funny. Every 2.5 seconds, which is better than the garlic. But it's everything but a nature item. That's fine. So is this now where we go crazy with the goob? And do something like this. I think this needs to have the fastest triggers on it. So if anything, would goob this side. Let's put the present back. Let's put you back there. That's fine. Because I think this is the fastest thing we've got. 2.5. You're 4. You're 2.7. You are 3.2. You're 4. 3.3. So that's the fastest item we've got. So this is now essentially. Oh, actually. Do we go even harder and put the carrot here? Because now that's in 2 fanny packs. And usually the food will only hit 1 item. I think that is possibly how we play that. We have lost a nature item, but we gained one with the present, so that's fine. We'll put you over there instead now. Or can we do better? No, I think that's fine as it is. Yeah, we could put this here now. We would put this here. The owl is every 3.2 seconds and it duplicates buffs. That's really annoying. Because you're only going to hit 2 things if we do that. And not hit the goob. Like that, I guess. Oh, we don't even have a buff to put there. We need another carrot. We absolutely need another carrot. It was a badge round 2. You are not wrong. Start of battle? Oh, start of battle. This has a start of battle effect. Which means we're going to gain more luck if we want to have a start of battle effect. Nothing else currently has a start of battle effect. Yes, it does. 5 random buffs. That could actually be good. Echoing battle cry. Oh, but it would need to go above the devouring sphere, which is fine. It means you can probably go like there instead then. The banana can go there, I guess, and then I think we buy that and put it here. We don't want the dog. You can get sold. We probably do want this instead of the heat generation, so it combines. You're every 3.2 seconds, but you could go there with the garlic here. That way, at least, I mean, we don't gain much luck though for the start of battle. So you're going to probably have to live there instead. Oh, this is so annoying. Maybe we don't put the other goob in. No, we should absolutely put the other goob in. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Of course we want more goobs. You can go there. I guess we can put a shell in for now. The banana this side makes the most sense. And the owl like that makes the most sense. Or like that with the garlic here. It just means we don't get to put this in for a second. We need a singular item. We need blueberries there. Blueberries and then the battle cry there would be perfect, I think. You've also gained, you've lost an activator. So garlic would have to live there instead. I like the burning coals. I kind of like the chips. We do want stamina gain in the backpack though. So let's sell the chips. We are going to buy this, as stupid as this might be. Is that better? After 7 seconds, it's going to randomly repeat one of these items. Which means we're either going to gain 5 buffs, or we're going to gain 3 luck. That seems kind of crap. Unless we had more items that trigger on the start of the fight. So I actually kind of feel like we're going to go random. We gain dual wielding, that's really bad. Because we're probably not going to gain another weapon. That's probably terrible for us. These two are both terrible. Not sure what we do with them two. We might just sell them both, to be completely honest. Okay. How do we do this? You don't do anything because we don't have 2 weapons. You do give us max health, and you do make fatigue start quicker, which means we probably win quicker. These shells aren't really doing a lot for us at the moment, I guess. And the burning coal's nice, but we have nowhere to put it. What do? 2.7 seconds, deal 10 damage of 100% lifesteal, and you trigger a random food. Food gains dark. We don't really have anything for dark stuff. Well, it's it's faster for each start of battle too. Yeah, by quite a lot. 50% is kind of nuts, the echoing battle cry. We probably should have brought that, to be fair. I was hoping the random would just, you know what I mean, would just high roll a really good item, but that's not what's happened, obviously. Time to get the cheapest weapon, or get lucky with a falcon blade. Oh, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Anything that basically doesn't use stamina would be really good as well. Wow, I say doesn't use stamina. It needs to use stamina. A boomerang would be perfect. Or a daggerang would also be perfect. I think we send it like this. I kind of want to hold at least 1 shell for Shelly. But I think we're going to sell 1 shell so we have a little bit more gold. We'll keep you for now. You can just sit in the back there. The shell I think we keep, and the burning coal I think we keep. It doesn't mana thirst, cheap stamina-wise. I think mana thirst is a 4 cost? Yeah, 0.4 cost. A second, that is. Obviously 0.5. I mean... Oh, dagger costs stamina. I think, honest to God, we go daggerang. If we can see it. Because this obviously costs 1.5 stamina, but it reduces stamina cost by 20% on hit. So what, like 4 or 5 hits and it's free? And then that dual wield still works. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Let's send this. We've got 3 gold in the bag. We're saving the items we've got. They're going to have some immunity. They've also not got much of a weapon. It is going to be slightly ramping, however. But I don't think it's going to ramp as quick as our axe. They're also not gaining any mana because their weapon's consuming all their mana. So this thing was basically using all their mana as well as all their books. So their mana gain never got to... Oh, this only uses 3 mana. Did they never get to 3 mana? What? No. Every time they got to enough mana, they even had 6 mana at one point, but by the time this is about to proc, they don't have 3 mana. So they couldn't actually generate enough mana because they've got too many mana consuming items. Crazy. That would have been such a good build if they had an extra like 1 or 2 wands. Or maybe took out a book. But that was kind of good. The torch was kind of ramping. 14 to 17. Not ramping enough, I don't think. Oh, this is good. That couldn't have been better. Flaws of attack could not have been a better choice. I mean, it's slightly more than the, what's it called? The Mana Thirst, but that is pretty good. And that now means Dual Wield works. This is also a really fast activator at 1.6. So here... Oh, but we don't want that in a fanny pack. I don't think. It'll make the Chili Goob fire faster, which means we're going to heal more often, and we're going to gain more heat, which means we're going to ramp faster, which means we're going to run into stamina issues anyway, so you're going to live just there, and then you need to go in somewhere. We've also got a massive bag. A massive bag? Neutral items inside. We've also gained some armor, which is nice. Bing. And you can see that that works because the Dual Wield glows yellow when it's actually got 2 stamina using items. Alright. Carrot can now live up there. No. The carrot wants to live there instead. For the carrot goob when we're ready for it. You're hitting 1 nature item. You can now go up here. You're buffing the fedora and only the fedora. You want to be there instead, actually. Whoops. Because if you go there, you're actually buffing the chili goob as well, which means we're getting more of a buff. Is it better to buff this? We're still 2 buffs. 17% chance to duplicate buffs they gain. You're only gaining vampirism. Is it better every 3.2 seconds to duplicate vampirism and only vampirism and heat? Or is it better to duplicate 2 random buffs? Vampirism will probably work better because we're going to stay alive longer. So I think we want to be doing heat and devouring sphere. I think that's probably better than the fedora. It does mean that we don't duplicate as much luck on start of battle, but I think that's probably better play. We also need moon armor and a moon shield, so I don't think we care about this. We sell that. We gain this thing. I don't think we care about this either, and it sells for 3, so we're going to get rid of that. We do have a shell still to put in. You're touching a couple of nature items, not many, and that's kind of okay. We got another coal, and in this weapon... I guess this wants the poison, because it's going to attack much faster than 1.8. Much faster? It's only 0.2 faster? Pumpkin is a weapon. On hit, 50% chance to stun for 0.5 seconds, and when fatigue starts, we gain 10 heat. It's on sale as well. Ooh! It's got a 5-second cooldown, which really sucks, though. Really sucks. It's also a nature item. It can go where the present goes, and then it's going to gain a 25%, what's it called? Does it disable it? It does not disable it, and it doesn't count. Yeah, because it's got 0 stamina cost. So I think we do this. The reason why is because now this is a nature item, it hits the fedora, and chance-based effects are 25% more likely to trigger, which means the stun is going to trigger probably like a 62.8% chance. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. It should be 25% on 50, but yeah. So that's fine. That's good. That also gives us 10 heat when fatigue starts, which means hopefully we will ramp harder when fatigue starts, not to mention this Power of the Moon. Fatigue starts 5 seconds earlier, and when fatigue starts, we do gain 65% of our maximum HP. It's a 5-second cooldown, however, so we don't want it in the goobs. We also have a present. I guess we put the present there, we put that there. Are we just ignoring Shelly at this point? Is this a build where I don't take Shelly? I think it probably is a build where I don't take Shelly. We're selling it. We can make it faster as well. Ooh. Do we want We don't currently have any spikes. I'm not sure if we want the poison in the spikes or we want the vampirism on hit chance. And oh wait, no, this oh, we sold the battle rage thing. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, we can't enter battle rage, but because this has a battle rage effect, we enter battle rage after 5 seconds for 4 seconds anyway. And when we enter battle rage, trigger extra attack. So, I mean, I don't know which is better. 80% chance to inflict 2 poison in the gloves at 1.6 speed, plus it's attacking 5% faster for every spike that we don't generate. This is probably also attacking faster because it's in 3 fanny packs. Yeah, no, I think that's better. We'll double check the weapons right at the start of this next fight. We still have a goob reserved. I don't think we need to reserve you anymore because we ain't going to be able to put you anywhere. Unless we put you like this. What do you do? Oh, you trigger faster for food. That's just tough. You're just going to have to accept that you don't trigger faster. Yeah, I don't think we want a 4th goober. I mean, we do. We want to put you here. Yeah, we want to put you here. Let's send it. We've got 4 gold. I think we hold on to the 4 gold. I don't think we want a lamp. Because we're not gaining it. Oh, but this gives us spikes. Ooh, this gives us spikes. This might actually ramp really hard. We do lose all the spikes, but I'm hoping once this is triggered once, plus 27 damage on the axe, we just one-tap him. We'll reserve it. It's cheap. It's on offer. We'll reserve it. Crossblades with a stun and lots of battle ragey things. We're about to enter battle rage. That's a double attack. We are gaining a spike. Lol. Oh, we've lost. No. I mean, it makes sense. This was triggering twice, right? Oh, it doesn't. It just gains damage and attacks 4% faster and ramps attack speed. Giving this 10 damage is actually a kind of a clever play. Because it's free, but it is a very slow weapon. And then this item triggers 60% faster, so they are stunning us, not to mention 20% chance to for it all to trigger. Although the percents haven't increased, so I don't know if that actually even works. Oh, it's just a 20% chance to repeat. Yeah, okay, that's fair. If we have a look here, Vampirism healed us the most, which is nice to see. Chili Goober did 52. Damaged out. Double Axe obviously 167. And I don't think we also ran into a stamina issue either, so that's fine. And they did have a crazy amount of armor. With the helmet, the boots, the double boots, the triple boots, the double helmet. Jesus Christ, as I'm looking around their board. Not to mention the armor, and they stayed in battle rage for the whole fight. What is it, 5.5-ish? We entered battle rage before they did. You entered battle rage for how many seconds? 7 seconds. Interesting. Okay. Not a bad game, we almost won. Oh, Death Lotus. Jesus Christ, today is strong. We don't need this item, although... I'm just going to reserve that a second. No, it's not on sale, we're not going to buy that. Pretty much had damage reduction the whole fight. Yeah, with those double helmets and obviously the boots on top. I wonder... You heal us, you don't heal us, you heal us. Is this where we try and do something like this? Blind? Huh. Oh, however we do this, we're missing a bag slot. I want you in here, but we're missing a singular bag slot. We could put this... Is that a singular bag slot up there? No, it's a forer. Like that. So now Chili Goo's going to heal us for more. We had the banana up here somewhere. We had the carrot up here somewhere. I can't remember how we had all that. Wait, that's going to have to go there. How did we do this? I can't remember. That's fine, we'll do that for a second. We've got Death Lotus. Every 3.5 seconds we gain 3 mana, which is huge. And we remove 3 buffs from our opponent. We use 1 luck to regenerate 1 stamina, which is also pretty huge. This wants to touch dark items. We only have 1, which is the Devouring Sphere. So you're going to have to go in that corner where you can't go, because we need bag space. God damn it, we don't need this potion. Although, no, we don't need the potion. We probably need this, because this needs to be an activator of some sorts. I guess we have to do that. That has to be how that works. That must be exactly how we had it all, I'm not sure. That can now go in there. Do you also activate? No, you don't. We could spin... No, we can't. I think we have to roll for 1 bag slot. We don't want the lamp, we don't want the goob. There it is. Oh, can't believe I've done this. Perfect. Couldn't have been easier and better. Technically this is a nature item, so it should go at the top. We could switch that around, I guess. But then this is going to trigger slower than this is. We do start with 1 more luck. I don't think it's important to have 1 more luck to start with. It probably is. But I would like this to trigger faster. I think these two triggering as fast as possible is better. You've got a what? 2.3, 1.8, 3.3 and a goob. Whereas you've got a 3.3 which is the same. A 2.7 which is a bit slower, and then a 5. Which is kinda crazy. Well, if you move the goob on the left, this one, whereabouts would we move him? I mean, we could... I just don't see where we can actually... Oh, that would work. Not really, though, at the same time. I mean, we could just scrap the goob altogether. We could get rid of the goob. It is, as I say, it is only giving us, like... It's giving us a bit of a heal. And if we replace it with some nature items, it means we start the game with an extra luck or 2. But at the moment, these are obviously ramping luck, which is fine. We still need moon armor and a moon shield, man. Insane. These items up here seem to be okay. Like the pumpkin works perfectly. Oh, if you make it move left 1 tile like that. We'd need singular items up here, technically, I guess. That would work better for this goob, so it's got a faster ATS. Because I'm pretty sure this is not firing every 2.7 seconds. I'm pretty sure. This doesn't need to go anywhere. This... I mean, this does trigger once. This triggers once. So those two are both triggering one time. None of these continuously trigger. The carrot... Ooh, I mean, the banana could go there, I guess. The carrot can go there, and the like that, I guess? No, that's worse. That is worse. Then this has only got one activator. We can put a better broccoli activator. Yeah, the broccoli fires more. I mean, we could do that, couldn't we? Banana on the broccoli. This is every 5 seconds. It is triggering 20% faster because of both the foods. Not to mention... I mean, we still have the same amount of luck value, to be fair, even doing that. Which I think the luck value is fine. This is now going to use a luck to regenerate a stamina, which means we shouldn't have any stamina issues. We do have 2 of these firing every 3.3 seconds, which is about the same as this. So these are going to give us enough luck to maintain at least 5 luck. And then we can put a singular thing up there and a singular thing there. That should be okay. More attack speed in the pumpkin's eyes. We take off the poison and put that here. I think that's okay. We'll see how well this heals for. Because if this isn't healing that well, we could even just get rid of this goob. I would like the carrot goob though. So we'll see. Loads of vampirism. Crazy. They should hopefully run into stamina issues and we should just win. But we might not. No, we're going to be dead here. Yep. How many times did that goob fire? It didn't even fire once. In 9 seconds, the goob didn't fire. It must have fired once, surely. It did, it fired once. Oh, there, yeah, it healed for 11. It healed one time, that's crazy. They are getting another vampiric potion. They've got blood manipulation on a bloody dagger, a blood thorn, and a blood harvester. So their healing was kind of crazy. Oh, and they've also got this fella, so everything's firing faster. I say everything, just the important things. Their healing, yeah, vampirism, crazy. I mean, we weren't far off with our... Oh no, we've got 100 out. That's alright. Spike badge to insult injury, absolutely. So here, I think we get rid of this. I think we put you back there, we put you there, and we put you there. Now we are gaining a bit more luck. We can actually put this down there instead, like that. That's fine. You can now come back down here. I don't think we want this goob unless something crazy happens. Every 2.1 seconds we inflict a frost. If your opponent has 10 frost, increase magic damage by 10% and deal 10 magic damage. You hit magic damage with 100% lifesteal. This is also a 2.1 activator, which is faster than a lot of our other things. It's also food, but it's not a nature item, so we could put it where the banana goes, or even where the carrot goes. We'd lose 2 natures. Oh, we've gained a good few things. I think at this point we accept the fact that this goob doesn't need to be here. So you're going to go away. It's also... Oh yes, it is a unique. It's an accessory, isn't it? So that would actually give us 6 luck at the end, which will be perfect. Or even if we overtake 2, I mean, it still gives us 6 luck, which is more than 2 of the nature items. We've also gained another dark item, so you can probably live there. Not to mention, you're also in the bag that has a effect durations of items inside are increased by 30%. So that means that this is going to be 30% on top of 5 seconds. You're now touching both the dark items, We don't really have armor, so you're getting sold. I'm not even thinking twice about you. And you can live there for some mana. Mainly because of the claws of attack. The goop firing is a bonus. This firing once every 5 seconds, don't really care. And you fire once at the start of the fight, so that gives us a chance to gain an additional mana. We immediately buy you, and we put you here. This is 2.1 seconds. You're touching food. You need to touch food. I would like to put the carrot here, because that's a 2.7 second. This is a 3.3. This again just makes the broccoli goop fire very, very fast. They're both hitting the fedora, which is 2.3. You're 2.5, you're 2.1. 1.6, 2.7. So this is firing slightly slower than the chili goop, but that is okay. We now need to somehow, I guess, we put the banana up there. So at least we're hitting 2 foods on this chappy. We can then move all this up. Oh, we got an empty socket. So we got both the buff sticks here. Or better yet, that would actually be more beneficial, right? Oh, and it's in that. So that is more beneficial. Forgot about that. Yeah, because that's only hitting the spikes and the goo, basically. 5-second cooldown is too long, so it doesn't really matter. 1.6, whereas now you've got a 2.1, 2 3.3s, and a goo proc-in, so I think that is a better place for it. We can also just move these 2 around because that is fine as it is set up. We have another wand. You don't need to be anywhere, you can just live down there. Yeah, they're just going to live there because they don't do anything. I think we're going to have to send it because we have no gold and we don't have anything I really want to sell. They're doing nothing corner. Yeah, this is just like the dunce hat corner. I think this is looking pretty strong. We don't really have much defense. We're pretty much burst as quick as possible and hope for the best. So that's exactly what we're going to do on this fight. Big sword, stones, and lots of armor. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, hells yeah, we smashing them. We're going to go survival. We might gain 0 rank, but we're doing survival. Now. Interesting. We don't want the rat, we sell you. I don't think we want this because we have no light items and it's going to be stamina, so we get rid of this. The potion is very tasty. Both characters drop below 80% health. We consume this and gain 5 vampirism and 35% lifesteal for 6 seconds. So we want that in the bag. We've gained another healing bag. Which is frustrating because I want to put it in and I don't know how. Because I think we're going to have to put this here. I think. I'm not entirely sure. We'll do that in a second. We'll figure that out in a minute. Time Dilator is actually really good. Especially when all of our stuff is no... Well, this is obviously 5, which means the pumpkin's going to ram, which means we're going to stun more often. I'm scanning the board and I'm trying to work out how we can fit things in here. This is insane. Every 1 second, your item with the highest cooldown triggers 6% faster. My weapons and the opponent's weapons attack 30% slower. We don't currently have a stamina issue. But if we do, this is basically stopping us having a stamina issue because we're attacking ever so slightly slower. This is obviously the highest cooldown we have at 5 seconds, which means this will get hit a few times. Oh, it's also a weapon, so this will get hit like 4 or 5 times, and then it will start to trick through all of the rest of the stuff. It's also a very fast activator for a goob, which means we can probably switch out. I think we can switch out the orb. This needs to hit dark things though. We could put in the carrot. Yeah, we could switch the carrot around. Carrot goes where the potion is. That's going to buff that. I think we sell this bag. As much as I want to put it here, because I just can't figure out where we do that. So we're going to sell that bag. We're going to buy you and put you here. We can now put anything down at the bottom. So we'll do moon, and then we'll put the potion in here. I think that might be the play. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, okay. We still want this locked. I don't think we need to buy this for 3. So I think we send this. Do you heal? Gain 5 vampirism, 35% lifesteal. Does this need to be in the healing bag? It glows the healing bag. Interesting. We're not going to do that though, because we can't. I wonder if that does want to actually be in a healing bag. Had I seen that, I probably would have kept the healing bag to go here. And then we would have put that in the healing bag, because that's a 4 slot. Had I realised that... okay, let's send it. Very fast activator, triggers every 1 second. The carrot is replaced. Holy goob activator. Yeah, this should activate so quick now, which is giving us 22 heal. So this should be really good. As we can see, it's really good. Yeah, okay, happy days. We slaughtered them. We finally got a Shelly. Don't think we need it. We finally got a Chili for a Chili Goob. We don't need it. We finally got some Holy Armor, which we can turn into Moon Armor, and then this can actually be beneficial for us. And then we can probably sell the present. Yeah, I think it's time we sell the present. I think we do want to keep Shelly for a second. I don't think we need this book, although it does inflict blind. No, we don't want the book. We don't want the boomerang. We don't want the garlic anymore. We've got nowhere to put it. You can get replaced with that. We can sell this. Yep. And then the Battle Rage gloves. I don't think we can put it anywhere, so we sell that as well. I think we sell the present. Yep, we're selling the present. We're buying you, we're putting you there. That's going to give us moon armor. We do also lose some more buffs, and we'd have a Shelly to put in. Shelly going there would be ideal. We'd obviously spin the potion around. I think we are going to keep the potion, because that 35% lifesteal for 6 seconds is crazy. I don't think we need to reserve you anymore, because we have nowhere to put you. We need a fanny pack. That would also go pretty hard, but again, we have nowhere to put it, so we're going to roll once more for the fanny pack. That's kind of okay. I think we can buy that. Do we want buffs or Shelly? I don't think we need Shelly right now. Blueberry was a good food, yeah. I just skipped straight past that, to be fair. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Blueberry would have gone hard. We could have switched out the banana for a blueberry. That's alright. I think we're going to sell Shelly. I can't believe I'm going to sell Shelly. Buffs are probably more important to get than Shelly is to remove debuffs. This is going to get rid of 2... What's it going to do when it turns into Moon Armor, sorry? This is going to gain 3 mana every 2.6 seconds and reflect 2 debuffs. I think that is perfect. Not to mention we have the Power of the Moon, so that's also going to reflect... Sorry, it's also going to inflict a blind. This is consuming luck. So we do need luck generation. This is gaining luck. This is gaining luck. We're what else consumes things? You're also using luck. You're gaining vampirism. Oh, maybe we don't need that much luck. Because this is always going to give us luck if we drop below 5 luck. Yeah, maybe we don't need this stick. Rejuvenation. I guess we reserve that. We hold on to both of these items and we don't make that play just yet. We send it and we see if we need a... We can get 2 sing... We'll see what we need to do after this. I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay. Lots of mana, lots of crit chance, and a hammer. What was that big thing that went across the screen? It must have been the pumpkin. It was the pumpkin. We're not doing too bad. They are out buffing us though. They've just gained a big heal. That's the badger, giving them half of their health. We need a big hit. Oh my goodness gracious. So close to a big hit. Then we would have won. Oh, they have 110 health though. Maybe we wouldn't have won. What did the axe last hit? 60? Oh yeah, we probably wouldn't have won that. That's fair enough. Okay. So we probably need a heal. We've got moon armor. You are touching 2 things. You could be touching more things, but that's all you're going to be able to touch because of the way you are placed. We have vampiric gloves. We also have chestnut. We can't fit chestnut. And we've also gained another tiger rune, which I think is probably better than the poison. I think we can defend against poison. We don't need the frog, because we ain't going to be able to put you nowhere. Every 3.8 seconds, you're getting sold. Fire is getting sold. I think we probably needed Shelly for that last fight, so I think that's what we're going to do. We need to put Jewel Will back in. That's fine. We have bag space. We can buy that there and put max health there. I don't think we need the gloves. Although an immediate 6 vampirism is really nice. Do we spend mana? Wait, we don't spend mana, right? We just gain mana. I don't think we need this anymore. I think we can get rid of the owl and put the gloves here. So this is giving us... This is stealing more buffs quicker, and this is removing more buffs from the opponent quicker. I think that there is better than the owl. The owl is 17% chance to duplicate the buffs they gain, which was duplicating vampirism at a 17% rate. And it was duplicating heat at a 17% rate. This gives us 6 vampirism, so that's probably the amount of vampirism that this was generating. And then the heat, I mean, the heat may never have, maybe never duplicated. So I don't think we actually need that owl. That's getting sold. This I do want to get in the bag somehow. The only thing I can think of doing here is possibly getting rid of the garlic and putting in another carrot. Three armor, remove 1 vampirism from the opponent every 4 seconds. I think we get rid of that and we get another carrot and we do that. I wouldn't mind getting rid of the banana for blueberries, had I have seen the blueberries when we rolled past them earlier. But I didn't. So that's just how it is. I think we roll 1 more time. And I'm going to roll once more for blueberries. We didn't see blueberries, that's fine. This I'm going to keep hold of because I'm going to put you here or here if we get blueberries. Send it. I think we're looking alright. We could make more mana things touch this, but I don't even think we have more mana things, to be fair. So that's just going to go as it is. Oh, it's this build, but they don't have Snow Stick. Instead, they just have lots of cleanse and throw them on us. So we're going to have too much blind, probably. We didn't counter blind. We don't have a way to counter blind. As long as we win in fatigue damage, we win, but we are 4 ahead in fatigue damage. They're also gaining more armor than we are. And they've got a Shelly, so I think they win. Oh, we do have a way of removing blind. We got carrots, it just didn't pick the blind. That's fair enough. Oh my god, it's given us Moon Shield. Holy moly. That couldn't have given us a better item. You need to touch the Moon Shield. How on earth do we do that? As happy as I am for this shield, which reflects 1 debuff every time it activates, where on earth do we put you? We're going to sell the mushroom, we're going to sell the green gem, we're going to sell this because we've just got nowhere to put you anymore. Pumpkin gone. Did we get rid of the pumpkin at this point? Yeah, we get rid of the pumpkin. I mean, even if we get rid of the pumpkin, we still have to put in this moon item over here somewhere and the shield. Or we just move things around. We're going to sell the pumpkin, that's gone. Okay. So, where is an easy thing, or what is an easy way of doing all this then? The Death Lotus being here with the gloves makes perfect sense. We could switch you out for the armor on the Goob. You are unique, so you are gaining more luck at the start of a fight. This could live here. It's also touching the only mana things on the board. When we take into consideration this item as well. The Moon Shield cannot go anywhere here. Unless, no. I mean, we could switch the gloves around for something else. This is probably gonna trigger quite often. But not as often as the gloves. Unless we move the Death Lotus down? What are you? 2.5? You're 2.6. So you could technically go here. Oh, it doesn't really move, does it? Could move everything 1 left. God damn it. That works. And that's apparently in the healing bag. Oh, because it deals damage and heals. You're still touching 2 moon things. You're not touching this 3rd thing, which is okay, I think. You do want to be in that bag, but not massively. You want to be there so you gain the mana. You can now... I mean, we could have just moved everything left 1, I guess, but I think that's okay. You can go there with gloves touching Shelly. Bump gloves on axe. Touching Shelly? Do you need to touch Shelly? You don't need to touch Shelly. Am I happy like this? Is that good or bad? I mean, it works, I guess. Carrots touching the food. You're not touching the 2 things, which means you trigger a bit slower. And you're not on gloves anymore, which again means you trigger a bit slower, but I think that's kind of okay. I also think... No, they're fine in this. I really like burning coals. I don't know why. These would actually be more beneficial in the armor and other, I guess. Just in case we run into a build where they've got loads of frost. But I think that is all okay. You're touching both of them, you're touching 3. Oh, but then you want to touch the armor, don't you, as well? You hit both there? Oh my god, you don't. That's so irritating. Why would they do this? Why would they make this item the way it is? Let's just revert that. I guess the 30% extra shield on this we're just not going to be able to get. I think that's as best as we're going to get it. 7 debuffs inflicted. We are reflecting debuffs. Not to mention, we are also inflicting debuffs when the moon armor activates. And we're reflecting another debuff. So this might go hard in armor or other. So I think we do that. We roll once for bag space. We've got a chili. Don't think we need a chili. Oh, we inflict poison as well. You are not wrong. I forgot all about that. Yeah. We roll once more for bag space. We really want a wanna. Oh, we could have bought the... Was that a tour? We could have bought the tour and put it down there. I lost that. And we also inflict frost a bit. That's right. Let's send it. Okay. Final 2 rounds. You have the what's it called? Weapon that deals 40% more attack speed. Falcon Blade. I mean, we have no debuffs, which is very nice to see. They've also got one of every helmet, the helmet collection. Yeah, you're not wrong. Dear, I love to see it. Chance-based effects, double in these. That's kind of crazy. On the helmets as well. Oh, so I guess, yeah, critical hits is huge, and so with stuns. Not to mention if we gain a buff, 19.5% chance to nullify. That's kind of a good play. I like that. Alright, let's see what we get for the last round. I can't able to fit that in. We don't need that, and we also don't need this whelp because we've got nowhere to put you, so we're just going to sell all of it. Items gain 2% critical hit chance for each luck. Every 2.2 seconds, we gain a luck. Is that just a 4-slotter? It is just a 4-slotter. We ain't got nowhere to put you, so we're not bothered. We got a pineapple, sorry, I was about to say pumpkin then. Can't put you anywhere. We're just going to kind of quickly roll through stuff here. A cheese would be really good. Oh, we got a space there on the hat. Didn't even see that. Did not even see it. I would like the cheese. Oh, we can also do that now. Not that we can like really benefit and put things here because we still run into the exact same issue of having a T-junction here. Cheese, can we put the cheese anywhere? I guess we could get rid of a debuff cleanse. I actually don't want to get rid of the debuff cleanse. We could get rid of the potion. But that's that 35% lifesteal for 6 seconds I think is probably saving us. So I think we roll past the cheese. Oh, we got blueberries. That's perfect. That gives us an extra luck, and it also means that this hits another mana item. I think I'm probably going to roll again for another blueberry if I can. No. Alright, send it. We'll have a look here at how good this lifesteal is when it procs. They've got a lot of musical instruments. A lot of heat. They're below 80%. We're about to be below 80%. We've just drank it now. I mean, the lifesteal here is probably now lost. And we still lost. Because they had way more healings than we did, I guess. Why do people do this with lamps? You could have just put the banana this way round. The lamp at the top. Oh, I guess this yeah, the lamp at the top hitting the obsidian thing and the heart there. I mean, again, sometimes when I'm playing, I don't see what's obvious in front of me. But straight away, like, really? You've got 3 lamps hitting this weapon, but not the 4th. Because why? Because why? You could have also moved the heart container down one and put the lamp up here to touch this weapon. Ooh, 50% chance to resist blind and frost. I think we probably need to start running Shepherd's Crook, you know. We didn't see a single Reaper build today, I don't think, that had the snow sticks. But this is probably something we probably want to put in our bags from now on. It's a 5 slotter though, which is kinda crazy. Okay. I'm hoping we actually gain some rank. We gained 9, that's fine. So we gained 14 rank today, I think. I think we started at 40, to be honest. I thought we'd get a lot higher, but that's fair enough. Yeah. That is going to wrap us up for today's stream, however.